Hello. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. Let's see what we have going on here. Hang on. Hello, friends. Just waiting for my iPad to catch up so you guys can see me. Hello, everybody. Let's see. We have lots of folks today. Laura, I'm trying to see. Laura and Heather from Arizona. Laura from Florida. Karen Perkins. Joe from San Diego, Chile, San Diego. Chattanooga. Ruth. Hi, Ruth from Chile, UK. Always fun to have Ruth here joining us when it's kind of the middle of the night. Well, not quite yet the middle of the night, but it will get to be the middle of the night soon. Let's see. Jeanette, Central Coast of California. Karen. Hi, Karen. Sheila. Hi, Ariana from Arizona. Good morning, Mindy. Mindy, I'm seeing you a couple times this weekend, aren't I? I am also, oh, you guys, I tell you, sometimes a lot of us, we have a hard time saying no. This time of year is always crazy time of year for me because there are a lot of stores doing classes and events. There's a lot of events. There's just a lot of classes that I'm doing for my kids. It's just a lot. And so I think this weekend, because I'm teaching at a virtual event this weekend that started Thursday night. That's with my friends, the Three Craft Chicks up in Spokane, Washington. So I think in about 5 weeks, this is She Loves Color, Lizzie. Oh yeah, another Lizzie. So a month. Oh my gosh, a month. So She Loves Color, Lizzie Halloween Bash, Lizzie Christmas Bash, Crop and Create, Winter Wonderland Live, Wonderland Virtual. 6 things in about 5 weeks. So yikes, it's a lot. And I'm also trying to design 2 other project kits and also get ready for Black Friday because I have some really fun stuff coming for Black Friday too. So Nick, my husband, is like, when do you learn your lesson? Anyhow, it's just who I am and what I do. So, oh well. So good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So fun to have everybody back. So fun for me to be back because it's been a couple weeks, right? It has been a couple weeks because I have been traveling and teaching, which I talked a little bit about earlier this week, I think like Thursday night on social media. That is my most favorite thing about my business. Now, that's not to say I don't love being with you guys here on Saturdays. That you guys are the next best thing, but the in-person there's just nothing like it. So I'm thrilled to kind of be back doing that again. And actually last weekend was my last in-person for 3 months. So until February. So that's good. Well, I won't say a little bit of downtime because not really, that doesn't really exist, but no more, well, there's a little bit of travel time. We'll talk about that as we get going too. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you are new to my channel or you are new to our Saturday sessions, welcome. My name is Lael Kankar and I have a business called Lael by Mail. I travel and I teach scrapbooking classes, mini book classes, traveler's notebook classes, planner classes, lots of different things. During the pandemic, that all kind of came to a screeching halt. And so we ended up here through a very happy accident on YouTube. And that's how a lot of you found me, which I just love. So on Saturdays here on my YouTube channel, we get together when I'm not traveling and we do what I call creative listing. So a couple days beforehand, will publish 3 listing topics. And that's what I do when we're together. Some of you do entirely different things. Some of you are working, some of you are knitting, some of you are driving, but not crafting and driving at the same time, hopefully. But everybody does different things. Some of you are working on entirely different projects, and that is what has made kind of our Saturdays so fun because it's just been a really cool place for us to kind of get together and play. I also have a website. It is laelbymail.com. As I work, there are lots of different products that I use, and a lot of those things that I use you will find listed or linked in the description of the video. So some of the things I have on my website, other things I've purchased elsewhere, but you can typically find those things linked in the description of the video. Let me look at the chat real quick. Joanne, yes, I saw Joanne at Crop and Create. That was a virtual event that I did 2 weekends ago. Oh my gosh, that I'll have to tell you guys this. I did something very uncharacteristic of me during that. During a live, there were 1,200 people there. During a live video, I had a saucepan on my head and I was wrapping. That's a whole other story for another day. Anyhow, let's see. Joanne, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I don't know if you enjoyed that part of it, but I'm glad you enjoyed the event. That was so awesome. Looks like somebody from Sweden. Lovely. I love that. I know, Terry, Colorado. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see if it happens again. I know I've done it in the past, but I think nowhere near you. Good morning from Georgia. Hi, Michelle and Nancy. Yes, Nancy said it perfectly. She said, good morning, everyone. So glad to be together again. I've missed our fellowship, or just everybody getting together on a Saturday. So I have missed it too. Oh, Mindy, I bet you have a great pic of it. I will tell you though, just a quick squirrel moment. With that, I did show Nick, my husband, and I was dying laughing when I showed him. I mean, I'm like crying tears laughing. And then he filmed it with his phone off my camera screen. Our son Jack was in town. I'll talk about that maybe a little bit later, but he was in town for a quick weekend while I was gone. But we were all together Saturday or Monday night with my mom and Nick's mom and her husband and Jack and Sam. We were all having dinner and we put that, at least the 1-minute version that Nick recorded of that, we put it up on the TV and we all had a good laugh. Anyhow, it was quite funny. So I say we should kind of get rolling, right? Let's get rolling. So we always have a couple of housekeeping items, starting out with last week. So last week, well, 2 weeks ago, I know it seems like forever ago now. We always do prizes, and the way that you can participate in the prizes is I will always pick one of our listing topics, even if you're not listing with us, and ask you to leave a comment on the video when we're done. So not in the chat, I'll talk about the chat in a sec, but a comment in the video when we are done. And I ask you to just tell me one of the things that would be on your list, even if you're not listing with us. So last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, anyhow, it was a long time ago when we were last together because I've been traveling. I asked you to tell me one of the things that you had missed. So that was one of our list topics was what I had missed about teaching in person because I had started teaching in person again. But I asked you just to tell me one of the things you had missed. And I drew a random comment, and the winner, so this is interesting. As I did that virtual retreat for Crop and Create, or virtual event for Crop and Create, I watched kind of the playback a few times, just at different parts, and I talk with my hands all of the time, and my rings clink. So I notice I do that here too. I probably never realized it. See, I just do it. Probably never realized it, but I'm sure you guys have. So it's just, I'd have to sit on my hands or put my hands in my pockets. Let's try that. I'll put my hands in my pockets and see if I can not talk with my hands because that's a hard one. So the winner this morning, I drew one of the random comments, and the winner of last week, look at my hands, Teresa Osterloo. So congratulations, Teresa. Teresa won an assortment of Market Square products. So this fun little assortment of Market Square products. So Teresa will email me and I will send those off to her. I'll be using Market Square again in one of my lists today. One more thing from Market Square came in, the washi that just came in. I just added to the website this morning. So I'll be using some of the washi and actually a few other things. Some cute bows and some cute enamel dots also from Market Square. We're still waiting on the 6x8 pad. Port congestion, supply chain issues, everything that you see and read and see on the TV is even hitting our poor little industry as well. So they'll be here one day. All right, so that was the prize for 2 weeks ago. The prize for this week, let's talk about that. And then we'll dig in. Prize for this week. Some of you have grown very fond of a company called Pretty Little Studio. A couple weeks ago, I don't know, a month and a half ago probably, introduced, I hadn't carried anything from Pretty Little Studio before, and they are small, yes, female owned, small business. I think she's North Carolina. And I ordered a couple of collections. One was called, I'm totally drawing a blank, Autumn, oh my gosh, what is it? Oh yeah, Indian Summer. Indian Summer was one and Goosebumps was another. Well, I loved them. I never know if you guys are gonna love them, but you guys loved them too. So I'm actually, when I bought all of that, I even had bought a whole bunch of Christmas products and I just barely got them added to the website this week. So prize this week will be an assortment of Christmas products from Pretty Little Studio, a couple different collections. If you guys haven't been to my website, go click what's new. Some amazing new products. Well, new to me, new to us, right? From Pretty Little Studio. These I'm super excited about. This is actually a mix of pocket cards, 3x4 and 3x8. But this is what got me so excited about them. Look at those 3x8s. 3x8 is perfect for us for our traveler's notebooks, right? So there's a couple different packages of those. But this is part of the prize that someone will win this week. There's a whole bunch of holiday and Christmas themed word die cuts. So I can't really see those. I've got to figure out my progressives. Anyway, you guys can see those, but these are called Silent Night, but really pretty script, die cut words. And then I think I have 4 or 5 different packages, different styles of the flare buttons. So they're just flat metal in the back, but those little flare buttons. So we have, that's the prize this week, okay? Little assortment of Pretty Little Studio goodies. So that, oh, I know what. Okay, one of our lists today is things that you do to get out of a creative rut. So you're in a rut, you're not feeling creative at all. What is something that you do? So when we get to that list, I'll ask you, we'll have a chit chat about that in the chat portion, but that is what you will do to enter to win that fun little giveaway this week, is to leave a comment on the video after it's over telling me something that you do to get out of a creative rut. And we'll chat about that more when we get to that list. Okay, Linda from the Netherlands, good evening. We have a little contingency from our European friends today. Love that. Terry, yes, Terry said, loving the sweater. I know, look, well, you guys wait until you see, because look at that. You'll see this a lot when I'm doing my list. But yes, quite fun, quite warm. I tried to open the window. It's, I don't know, 35 degrees in Utah today. I tried to open the window, but there's a house under construction near us, so it was quite noisy. I have my little fan next to me. I have a face fan ready to go. But Nick said this morning, he's like, why are you wearing a sweater? And I'm like, well, I can't wear t-shirts. I gotta wear something that's, you know, kind of attractive. So anyhow, that's the sweater. And yeah, I don't know, when we're done, I'll probably have sweat streaming down me, but it's all for the good of the cause, right? Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and flip the camera. We may, I don't know, maybe we'll try to go without the lights for a little while, because that will probably make it a little bit easier for me, heat-wise. Oh, look at, and we have Lulu Girl from 4 a.m. Bless your heart, sweetheart. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that in like, in the United States, in the southern states, when you say bless your heart, that usually means, oh, look at her, her shirt's inside out, bless her heart. It's kind of a not so good thing, but I mean bless your heart, Lulu Girl, because you're here with us at 4 a.m. Okay, so I know Kristen feels like it's been forever. Debbie said yes. Hi, Debbie, my new friend from Boise, right? Boise area, Idaho. She was at the in-person retreat that I taught at last weekend. Yes, I have some super cute PJs. We had a pajama night, and anyhow. All right, so let's do this. Let's flip the camera, and then we'll see about the lights, and we'll get going, okay? So hold tight. We are going to spin for a second. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, not quite yet. What did I just do? I'm not sure what I did. Okay. A little out of practice there, aren't I? Thought I spun, but apparently I didn't. Oh, what did I do? Oh, gosh, sorry, you guys. I loosened the wrong one. That was almost quite a little bit of a disaster there. Woo! Okay, let me catch up so I can see where we are. We're adjusting. Oh, yes, Debbie's also my new best friend, because she said to her friend that was there, and then her friend felt compelled to tell me. She said, oh my gosh, Lil looks so much younger in person. Colleen, I'm right with you. Thank you, honey. Just plugged in. Thank you. But yes, so Debbie's my new best friend, because she said, oh my gosh, hold on. I got to finish this, and I just saw something. She said to her friend, oh my gosh, Lil looks so much younger in person. So just so you know, friends, I look younger in person, apparently. If you think I look old, then I look younger in person. So thank you, Debbie. Debbie's friend felt compelled that I needed to hear that, which I was so glad that she told me. Okay, I saw Ijeoma. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. I've thought about you so much lately. Ijeoma is our friend from Nigeria, and I emailed you. Yes, all the thumbs up. I've emailed you a couple times. Email me. I have all of your orders, so I just want to make sure to get those out to you. So let's not forget about that. Okay. I think we're okay for now without the lights. We're going to try it because the sweater and the menopausal situation that Lael has going on all the time, and the lights don't go so well together. So let's try without. All right. So let's take a look, since it seems like it's been forever. Let's have a quick sip of water. Nancy, you were so sweet. Thank you. Nancy said, thanks for sharing some pics from your recent trips, which I shared Facebook, the Facebook group, and on Instagram. Thanks for sharing pics from your recent trips. Love seeing you have so much fun, and you always look fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that because, you know, sometimes we don't feel like we look so fantastic. All right, so let's take a look at our lists. Really quick, no surprise, Squirrel's going to be with us bright and early today. Yes, so really quick, Joanne asked if this is the new sketchbook. A lot of you have asked about this. This is a book that I created for myself about a month ago, and this is like my workbook, right? This is my listing workbook. So this I have with me. Literally, I've carried it with me on all four trips I think I've done in the last month. But this is how I remember all the things for what we are doing. I've talked about it a little bit. The only thing I'll say about this, so many of you asked about this and said, is there a way that we can get one of these? I bought everything. I've bought everything that we need. I've bought the rings. I've bought the machine that punches the rings. I've bought the clear covers. I've bought the back covers. I bought everything. I just need to now sit down and kind of figure out how I'm going to do it. And then I'll have Lily, my wonderful part-time employee that I would die without. I will have her kind of start making them. So news at 11 on that. Just know it's coming. I heard you guys loud and clear that you want a version of this, but I also heard some of you loud and clear, especially if you aren't in the US, where shipping gets a little bit more expensive, that you'll be able to download this if you want. I'll have an option, a very low cost option where you can download it. Kristen, bring it to FedEx Kinko's. Yes, so I will tell you, and your option won't be this expensive. This through FedEx Kinko's cost me $60, and I don't want you guys to have to pay that. That's why I bought all the things, and then I can do kind of a little bit of a less thick version for you guys to get the cost down. But you will have an option to purchase that and download it and then do it yourself if you want. So yes, this is, yeah, copyright it. You're right. I do need to copyright it. And you know what? I mean, it's very specific to kind of what we do, but you're so right, Terry, I will copyright it. Not that that will stop people, because people apparently like to take some of my things and some of my projects and some of my instructions, and then they recreate it and then they sell them. So that's kind of a bummer. That makes us all sad. So yes, I will copyright. But anyhow, yes, this is my workbook. This is what I do to get us ready for our session. So let's take a look at when we were last together. Let's take a look at the lists that we did. This will be no surprise that I have not finished them. I think 2 of the 3 we finished. 1 I did not, and I still haven't finished. I'll get around to it once things settle down. But our first list that we did was Halloween movies. Yes, Tracy, I know people can be the worst, right? It's okay. I mean, well, it's not okay, but you know what? What do you do, right? Okay, hold on. Ijeoma, caring for your mom since July. She's diagnosed with a stroke. Oh, 2 months. Oh my goodness. And she's responding to treatment. I'm so sorry to hear that, but I'm so glad that she had you to take care of her and that she's responding to treatment. That is wonderful, because I'd been worried about you. All right. So yes, we used some Goosebumps and documented our favorite Halloween movies. So I used my Epson PictureMate PM400 printer, linked in the description of the video. And I just cut out the little pictures of some of the movie posters that I just found on Google. So a little bit more work to do in that. We did a little bit of stamping and had fun. Next one. This was the topic, what I missed about. And I had you guys fill in the blank. What did you miss about fill in the blank? So my list was what I missed about teaching in person. We kind of did a fun little technique with this. We played with the washi from Bungalow Lane. So my entire background on that page is the Bungalow Lane washi. So we hadn't done that before, so that was kind of fun. And then over here, I had some photos, 1, 2, 3, 4, from the event that I just come back from, in Wisconsin, and that was the She Loves Color event. So that was our second list, what I missed about fill in the blank. And I also said, some of you are still missing, right? Because we're all in different spots. We all have different comfort levels of what we're doing when it comes to the pandemic. So some of you are still missing things, and that's, I won't say that's good. That is okay too. So it could have been things that you missed or things that you are still missing. All right, third list was childhood friends. And we played a little bit with some of the new Market Square from Maggie Holmes. You guys know how much I love Maggie. So that was our third list. Oh, okay, 22 minutes in. Let's jump in. Let's jump into our first list for today. Normally, the first Saturday of a new month. Normally, let's try just one light maybe. Normally, the first Saturday of a new month, we do a list. Hi, Susan. I missed you too. We do, oh yeah, that's gonna bug me. We do a list called About Last Month, right? And that's where I list the things that just happened the prior month. So normally that's the first Saturday of the month, but we have not been together since last Saturday in October. So that's the first list that we are doing now. We are doing, oh, I know I'm gonna have issues today. Talk about issues. I opened the fridge this morning. Sam's coming over later to get some food. Opened the fridge this morning, and a container of, like a clamshell plastic container of salad fell out and went all over the floor. Of course it would do that like 10 minutes before I'm ready to start. All right, so first list is about last month. Because last month was October, let's get these out of the way. That's the prize. Because last month was October, I am going to pull out Halloween. Even that may sound kind of funny, right? Because it's like, hello, we're 3 weeks into November. But this is about last month for October. So that is what we need to do, because October is when I bring out the Halloween things. Sorry, friends. That's just, it's bugging me. All right. So I'm not quite sure what Halloween I'm going to use. I think it'll probably be a combination of Spooky Nights and of a little scary. So let's get some of these things out. I know I don't need the paper pad because, oh gosh, guess what? Speaking of about last month, guess what samples came about a week ago that I just approved. Now I need to work on the packaging layouts, or the photos for the packaging. 3 new stamp sets. One of those being for the whole About Last Month. There's a 6x8 stamp set coming, you guys, that will be all about this is what we do every month, the About Last Month. So I'm super excited about that. I hope you guys like it. That also will be part of the Year in Review Traveler's Notebook Kit that will come out. Oh gosh. I'm waiting for, well, if I haven't told you this, now you're going to hear this as well. Washi. I have 5 rolls of washi that I had designed, produced, and now I'm just waiting for them to get here from China. So very excited about that, because one of those rolls will also be very much have to do with that whole About Last Month thing, and will also be in that Year in Review Traveler's Notebook Kit. Okay, so let's see. I don't need paper because I don't use paper in my About Last Month. Teaching a virtual event this weekend, and also trying to get 2 classes designed, or 2 new project kits designed. So I didn't have any of this ready to go. So you guys will just kind of get ready with me. We will do it together, which that's okay. Right? That's okay. So tell me what you guys are doing today. What are you doing today? Oh, Lynette. Let's see. Lynette has me beat. Open the downstairs extra fridge, found a 2-liter bottle of soda had exploded. Oh, no. Oh, goodness, right? And, of course, guess what? It's not like it's Sprite either, right? It's probably Coke or Diet Coke or root beer or something, so it really makes a giant mess. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is such a bummer. That's not a way to start any day or end any day or have in the middle of your day. Oh, I was looking for this for so long. This is part of the kit I'm designing. I was looking for that so long last night, and I was going crazy because, you know, when you can't find something and you get all frustrated. It had just dropped. Okay, so let's grab, we need some alphabet stickers. I need something orange. Oh, we'll need those. That's stamp stuff. All right. Alphas, alphas, alphas. Where are you? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Karen's working on about September and about October. Playing catch up. Oh, good. All right, you guys. What else? Tell me what else you guys are doing. Karen told me, but the rest of you that are hanging out with us today, what are you doing? If you're new and you're not sure how I'm talking to people, they are in the chat. So, I wonder where the rest of those are. They are in the chat. Don't mind me. Oh, okay. Here they are. They're all in here. They're in the chat. So, there's a live chat that takes place, and we can kind of interact, and that's where lots of you interact. Carolyn's working on a yoga-themed traveler's notebook from Crop and Create. Yay! Lynette, there might have been a few alternative words used. Yeah, I would be right with you there. No shame in that. You know what? Sometimes it's totally appropriate, and that situation, I am sure, is totally appropriate. Carol's listing with us, too. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to orange. I think I'll just go with orange, because why not? Let me just pull to a past about last month. Where are we? A past about last month. Oh, you know what, though? I might do differently. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So here's a past about last month. So I have my photo, and I do the month up here. Always use the same alphabet stickers for the most part. And then my list and some decorating. So I think we're going to go with the orange. I just need to make sure that I have all the letters I need. So here's my little trick. I will put a little dot, except I have to put a dot down here because some of these, let's see, O-C-T. Oh, I don't have another O, but guess what? I have a 0, so that works. O-C-T-O-B. There's no E, and there's no R. All right, well, I can make an E, but making an R is a little bit harder. So I am going to shortcut, and I just open up another one. So there we go. I have everything I need there. So we'll finish this one off and use a new one. Those are the Alpha Brights sticker book from Simple Stories that are on my website. Okay, let's see. Nancy's working on some lists. Tracy's heading to a holiday craft market. Oh, that sounds so much fun. Jeanette's putting her final finishing touches on her December documented. Oh gosh, now you guys are all chatting, and I'm like, okay. Yes, I agree with Karen. 2 of the same alphas always needed. Karen, not the other Karen, another Karen that is running errands with her sweetheart. Very good. Working on the friends list. Oh, good. All right, I got to stop reading those or else I'll never get going. See, I ask and then I forget. I got to pay attention. All right, so we'll use those. This is my photo that I am going to use. So this is just a photo of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos that I put together of different things that happened in... Oh, that was weird. I froze for a second. Different things that happened last month in October. So we'll talk about these as we get there because some of them are quite fun. Some of them are quite funny as well. Fun and funny. So like always, I printed this on my Epson PictureMate. And this is just a 4x6 photo. And I used one of their templates in their free app, the Epson Creative Print. And I just said, oh, I want to have, normally I would have 6. This is a template for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2x2 photos. But I always like to leave that space open so that I can decorate, right? So that's where we are. And as I start listing, I'll talk about some of these photos. Okay, so what do we want to go here? We'll probably do, like I said, combination of spooky nights and maybe some little scary. Let's look at these guys. These are the journal bits. So journal bits, this could kind of be, no. There might be something here. Ooh, this could be fun. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if that will work. But the journal bits, sometimes there's cute little tabs and things that we can work in. So let's see if we can find something that might work. Sometimes, ooh, the witch's brew could, okay, this could be kind of fun. if I put witch's brew right there? Sure, why not? Let's cut that off and put that in there. There we go. Let's cut that little guy off. I'm missing all kinds of things. Oh, Debbie. Debbie said, working on pages for albums for the 13 soldiers who died at the airport in Afghanistan. I volunteer for a group called Handy Hands that makes scrapbooks for families of people who have passed. Oh my gosh, Debbie. What an amazing thing to do with our hobby, right? I just love that. That is, and I'm sure that is so, I'm sure that is such a neat thing for those families. So thank you. Thank you for doing that. That's wonderful. It's always hard to transition from things like that. We go talking about something like that, and I'm like, okay, now which sticker should I put on my pictures? That's just part of what we have to do. So just know that is not a transition I take lightly in light of that subject. So yes, it's a wonderful way to volunteer. There's so many different ways that we can volunteer, right? Volunteer in so many different ways. So I love that. I love that. All right, we need something good to go down here. So these are the regular bits and pieces from, ooh, how about, that could be fun, right? Like that, a little haunted, haunted house. That's good because I think I like that haunted house better than this guy, unless we like layer. But if we layer, guess we could layer haunted houses like that. I don't know, that's kind of a lot of haunted houses, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't think so. Let's do this. Oh, we need a little bat. There's a bat. We could put a bat right there. The bat is partially going to cover my photo, but that's okay. Actually, I might have that bleed off the page a little bit. Then that way my bat is not covering up so much of the photo. That will make sense in a minute why there's a photo of a bathroom there. We redid our guest bathroom downstairs. So that is a photo of the finished project. And when I say we, I mean, I picked everything out and designed it and had some inspiration from some things I saw online. And then Nick made it all happen. So Nick is super handy. And well, I love him for lots of reasons, but I really love him for his handiness. He does lots of handy things around the house, which is so awesome. He's super talented that way. He's a man of many talents, not golfing today. The green one, that one. Oh, that's mint. Are we talking about that one? I think. Yeah, I like that one too. I think that one is the better one than the other one. Even we could do another little bat there if we wanted. Oh yeah, let's do that. I think that will be good. Let's just go. Oh, before I do that though, I need some washi. So these are the 3 washies from Spooky Nights. I think though, I think I can maybe use that, but I feel like I need some black and white. Oh, you guys, the washi situation is bad. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's look. This happens to also be there. I posted about this on social media before I started doing all my traveling, but this little pouch basically holds 75 rolls of washi. 75 rolls of washi. Right? Because I just wrapped 75 designs on playing cards. So I have lots of washi to work with when I travel. That is the one I was looking for, I think. I don't think I have a vertical. Oh, I do have a vertical. Okay. I have that little tiny vertical stripe. So I have all of these rolls of washi somewhere in the giant mess that is next to me. So I know we want that one. I know I want that guy. They're all just wrapped on a, that coming off. Oh, because I'm trying to get it up the wrong way. All of these are just wrapped on a wax coated playing card. So they come right off, no problem. And then I can work with them when I need. But I'm going to just grab real quick off to the side here, how to move a project cart and a storage cart and all kinds of carts that I have. Here's the, oh, okay, hang on. Oh, there's some stuff going on in those drawers that are going to have to be dealt with soon. I can feel things just falling everywhere. Oh, look at, there that is. I think maybe, I like this one. This could be fun because this way I could get some pumpkins in. This is from A Simple Stories Halloween last year, I think. So what if we did those two together? You guys know with the washi that I love to pair a thick washi with a thin washi. A thick and a thin, because then you get a nice balance. Simple Stories has, with their new collections, I haven't used them yet, because they just came in like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, before I started traveling. 3 new collections that I have on my website from Simple Stories. Freezin' Season, I think that's called that. Hearth and Home, and then Weathered Garden, Simple Vintage Weathered Garden. But with those new collections, they have changed the way that they do their washi. I don't think I have any of it up here. Instead of the 3 rolls that they normally do, they now are doing 5 rolls, but 2 of the 5 are skinny, which I love that, because that means now when you buy their washi, oh yeah, I'll leave that on there so I have it when I'm traveling. Now when you buy their washi, you have already coordinated for you the 3 thicker rolls, wider rolls, but then also the 2 thin rolls, which is so fun. Just love that. Love that they have changed it. And now also comes in a little box. Well, a little like clear plastic box thing. Okay. All right, there we go. It's those 2. But that it also helps to have some washi organized, right? Because that was where it should go. That is in my Halloween washi. There's a drawer that's full of Christmas washi and Halloween washi, so I always know where to go. But when I did this little project and I made all these little cards, there were 75 rolls of washi now that have not been put away anywhere. So my little cart is overflowing with washi. All right, there we go. Now we can go ahead and put our house down because we've put those things down. And you know what works? So we have the orange on that tray with those little, look at how cute those are, those mummy dogs. Do you see those? Those are little hot dogs or little smokies or something that have like Pillsbury crescent rolls wrapped around them. And then look at those little candy eyeballs. Aren't those the cutest things? Those are from the Christmas, yeah, not the Christmas event, the Halloween event that I taught at my friend Lizzie Lou in October. That was actually my very first trip in a year, my first travel teaching trip in a whole year, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, because normally there's a lot. Good morning, Denise. Denise is working on, oh, you got it done. Yay, Denise got her December documented done. That project kit. Oh my gosh, it's been so fun, you guys. I've ended up reordering product for that twice because, yeah, it was just, you guys loved it, which I love. And I'm down to the last handful. I am actually, so I've taught that, I think 4 different times now. Once in person and 3 times virtually, and I'll be teaching that 1 more time virtually tomorrow at the Winter Wonderland event, that virtual event that I am teaching at this weekend with 3 craft chicks. So, Nancy, no, different Nancy, never mind. I'm thinking a different Nancy, Nancy Rousseau, not Nancy Mars. I don't know if Nancy's on. Joe, you ended up ordering 3. Oh my goodness. Karen said, oh, I just became a huger fan than already am with Simple Stories and why I love Lael's Lives on Saturday. Because of that washi. I mean, I might have to figure out what well, is it here? I have so much new product that's just in all different kinds of bins in here of stuff that just needs to get pulled out and used. But I don't think it's up here. All right, there we go. There's the start, and then I'll do some more things. Oh, you know what I really wish? There's going to be lots of Halloween going on here, guys. There's going to be lots. It's Halloween. Well, it was Halloween, so. All right, let's now go with our September over here in our October, not September. October, not September. So let's do our little trick. Let me get the ruler out and get my reverse grip tweezers, because that is my trick. Those 2 tools are necessity when I am building titles for alphabets, with alphabets. So I use my little ruler and I line up my word. I'm gonna just go over here. So there's a line on my ruler that I'm just following, first of all, to make sure that that word stays straight, right? I'd like for the letters to be kind of straight. Now, I am working with a lined insert, so it's not as hard to get my letters straight if I'm working with a lined insert. But if I'm working with a blank insert or a dot grid or something, well, dot grid, you could really do it too. But if I'm working with a blank insert, a little bit harder to get things straight. But you'll see in a minute the other trick, if you don't know the other trick of using the ruler when it comes to, doing titles or any kind of words. Karen said, keep forgetting to start. You keep watching. You did start what? Oh, that's neat. Oh my gosh. Okay, Debbie. Will you reach out to me? Will you send me an email? Because I just read your comment about donations of product to pay the rent and ship the albums, etc. I have product that I can continually feed you guys. That I will just pop in a flat rate. I'll pay the shipping, and I will send it off for you guys to use. So please, please, please reach out to me on that. October. All right, I was missing the E and the R, so now we'll pull out our second book. Isn't that crazy? I mean, we're doing about last month, October, because October seems like it was so long ago. Well, it was like 3 weeks ago, right? 3 weeks ago. October. Anybody have anything exciting happen since we've been together last? Good morning, Bernice. Anybody have anything exciting? Any big news that that has taken place in your world since we were together last? All right, here we go. October. Oh, there's some kind of big truck outside that is using its backup lights. I mean, it's backup, not lights, but it's backup siren, not siren, whatever that noise is. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. So I always do, I write the about last month part. Well, at least this year I write the about last month part. Hint, hint, hint. You might have another option in a stamp to stamp about last month. Next year, 1, 2, 3. So this will go right here. That doesn't look right. That does not look right. Where are we? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. I guess it's right. All right. So now I use the ruler to line it up, but then I can also do this, right? I can move this all around to figure out how to get it centered, or maybe where I want it if I don't want it centered. Joanne got her first tattoo. Joanne. Okay, you've got to share. You've got to tell us what you got. And Joanne, if you're in the Facebook group and you feel comfortable taking a picture and sharing it in the Facebook group, I would love to see it. Ariana, it was your birthday and you're 14. I love that. Happy birthday. Love to have Ariana join us because she is our younger lister. And when I say younger, you guys know what I mean. Ariana, I'm not calling you, well, you are young compared to me and compared to a lot of us. So love having the next generation of crafters joining in, because I think that's so important that we continue to make sure that we have more of you, right? So yes, love having you here and happy belated birthday. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. Oh, I think last time you were getting ready to your party or something, right? I think I remember that. Oh, Colleen went to a fan expo convention and heard William Shatner talk about his trip to space. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's just recap that in case someone doesn't know. William Shatner, 90, right? 89, 90. Oldest person to go into space. And he went into space with Jeff Bezos's, whatever his company is that sends people to space. But that was so cool to watch William Shatner after the fact. When he got off of the spaceship, not spaceship, you know what it is, whatever it is, the little capsule. But when he got off, he was like he had no words and he was so emotional. So if you haven't had a chance to see that, even just go Google it because it's kind of cool. Let's see, what did we miss? The shirt and nails are lovely. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yes, red. Oh, yeah. Well, I had a little issue with one of them yesterday when I was getting ready to teach virtually for the event. So red, yes, red for the holidays. Let's see, 90 and a half. Oh, Blue Origin. Thank you, Colleen. What happened to Mari? Oh, and I missed Karen Hope. Okay, hold on. When I asked what you guys are doing, then I miss all the things. Kylie started a new job and her mom got the all clear in her skin cancer. Wonderful. So glad to hear that. Let's see. Okay, but I missed Karen. Oh, blood clots. But guess what? So you know what, Karen, it's good because now you know what it is, right? Let's see. Oh, Joanne, you got Eeyore smiling with a butterfly on his foot. Yes, I would love to see that. Heather got a new job. She got promoted. Good for you. Congratulations. Another one. Lulu and Joanne are going to have to compare notes. Lulu also got her first tattoo at 42. You love it. That's so good. Good for you. Mari received her doctorate degree. You guys, look at all these amazing things. We need just one big round of congratulations for everyone. That is fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Another subject change because I got to keep going. Because I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, get on with things already. Well, let's be honest. Those of you that are probably saying, oh my gosh, get on with things already are probably not here anymore. But you know what? This is what we do. It's a live stream. So live stream always has a little bit of a different format than a pre-recorded video, right? And the chit chat and the social is I know that's part of what I come here for. So I hope that's also what you guys come here for. And that's just kind of what we do. So we do some listing, we do some crafting, we play with stamps and stickers and washi and die cuts and oh my. And we talk about some techniques, and sometimes we make mistakes and we talk about how we could fix a mistake or why the mistake happened. We talk about why things work, why things don't work. And then of course we chat. Hi, Marie. Marie is also doing double duty. Mari is a doctor lister. Mari, you have your doctorate in listing. Good for you. Yes, Marie and Mindy are both participating in the virtual event that I'm teaching at this weekend. So we're kind of all doing double duty right now, right? But it's so fun. I love to work with Michelle and Lauren, and they run and own Three Craft Chicks. And they are always very good to me they know how important the listing is. They know how important my listing is. And so they are always very accommodating when it comes to schedule, so I can still do that while we're together. Because it'd be sad. We'd be missing a whole other week. And then that would be really sad. All right, we need something little up here. So let's grab something little. Oh, you know what could be fun? Puffy Stickers from Spooky Nights. We could do this. Oh yes, that needs to go there. It's Witch's Brew, and then we're gonna do the little witch legs with her cute little socks and her little boots, right? That's perfect there. I was trying to see if we could make this work, but I mean, to make it work, I would try to put it up in the corner like that, and then I would have to cut the little guy off and have that come down. So maybe, because this one, Spooky Nights, does not have a sticker book. So I'm gonna look for really quick, one more spider. And if I can't find a spider, then, oh, there's a spider, but I like that little spider web. So let's make that spider web work. We'll make it work for what we need. Let's come in and cut this off like that. But we won't lose him, he'll come back. See how this can kind of fit perfectly right up in that corner. And someone was mentioning a minute ago, I remember I read it, but I didn't catch who it was offhand, was saying that I cut parts of the die cuts off. Yes, I love to have things bleed off the edge, and I'm absolutely okay with that. But I know some of you are like, you'd have a heart attack doing that. And you know, oh, that's a lot of glue. You'd have a heart attack doing that, but that's okay. You do you, and I will do me. But that's how sometimes I can make things fit that otherwise wouldn't fit. So I am okay with that, right? So there we go. There is our little spider web, and that's perfect in the corner. It's kind of like Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's joining us from Charlotte's Web. We can cut that off. So that works right there, just kind of bleeding off the edge. Oh, one kind of bad thing about red nails, and this is just what's going to happen. Even though the top coat is on them and everything, it's going to, as I work, it's kind of get some red on there. But, oh well. Okay, oh, there it is. There's our little Charlotte. So little Charlotte from Charlotte's Web. Let's see where we want Charlotte to go. We'll just tuck this right under there. And that could go right there. No, not from the point. We don't want it from the point. Let's see. Neuroscience. Ooh, neuroscience of marketing. Ah, Lauren, I would love that. I would love, love, love that. Mari, neurochemistry. Oh my goodness, that's like serious stuff. Good for you. But the neuroscience of marketing, that was what I had my degree in, a BS or whatever it is, Bachelor's of Science in Marketing. So I am always very fascinated with marketing. So I'm the neuroscience of marketing. I think that's what we're talking about, right? Oh, golly. I'm going to end up with little red marks all over my list. You guys probably can't see that, but I can. All right, so there's the start. Let's start listing now. And we'll do some of the list. I probably won't do the whole list because it's already 11. All right, so now I bring out my little workbook, my handy dandy notebook, my little workbook, because I already have my list right there, because I need to know, I need to remember what I did, right? So let's just do this. We'll write it right on here. Oh, so starting out with, oh, hold on. It's been so long since I've done this. Do I do a line underneath? I do. Ruler. I'm at the very end of my insert here, guys, so it'll be a little bit challenging to write, I think. May have a little bit of a challenge writing today because I'm at the very end. All right, I think we'll start right down here. So I make notes on my phone. I also, so if I'm out and about and I don't have this workbook with me, then I make notes on my phone and then I will come back and transfer my notes here. So I always remember what happened. I also go back to my calendar for reference, the calendar on my phone, and then my photos in my phone. And that's where I pull all my information. One of the big ones, right? This was a big one. There was a 6-hour Facebook and Instagram outage. That was kind of crazy, right? That was kind of crazy. That doesn't happen very often, and that was kind of a big deal. So that's something I had written on my list. So it's not always things that happen to me on my list. Sometimes it's just things that happen in the world. Nick, Las Vegas twice for work. Nick's my husband. Oh, I got a new iPhone, which I was in desperate need of. I was having a lot of issues with storage for a whole bunch of reasons, but now that's no longer an issue. And the video quality is supposed to be much better on the new iPhone. So we did a Sunday drive on Mirror Lake Highway. And Big Cottonwood Canyon. To see the leaves. I'm going to use alphabet stickers, the square alphabet stickers that also come in those sticker books, to highlight some of the words. That is a photo from one of our drives. Well, not drives, but because it was that drive, but we went to a number of different places. That photo of all those aspen trees. So you guys will see that photo full size in one of our lists next week too, because I've already planned that. All right, so I know I can use some of the orange ones, but I don't want to use orange right now because I just used orange. So, oh, I could use some yellow. I could use some mint. I know I have mint. That's the nice thing about Simple Stories. when I use Simple Stories collections like Spooky Night, I can match them up with their alpha stickers, because their alpha stickers, they use similar colors in their alpha stickers as they do in their collection. So let's hope that mint works, because that mint would be fun to use there, wouldn't it? Ta-da! Perfect match. Hi, Bridget. Excited to catch the live today. Yes, happy that you are here with us. So now I work in my little stickers. Whoopsie, not those. The sticker books have two sheets per color. You have larger alphas and then the smaller alphas and then the little guys. So leaves. Leaves, leaves, leaves. I will use my stickers because it just makes it much easier to pull things off. So the first photo, as I'm doing this, the first photo is when I was teaching at my friend Lizzie's, her Lizzie Lou Halloween retreat in Southern California. That was mid-October. And she always does such cool things, really neat, well, fun food, right? Fun food. And then you also have to dress up. So that's Lizzie on the left in her bee costume. There I am in the right with my big wig and a paint palette and a paintbrush. So who am I? Who was I for Halloween? And then my like denim dilemma, because that's what the person would always wear. Denim shirt and denim pants. So who was I? Leaves. I was Bob Ross. I was dressed up as Bob Ross, the painter. All right, leaves. I need an S, and then we'll keep going. There we go. That was another thing that happened. Uh-oh, almost lost my garbage. Okay, another thing. It was my dad's birthday. We did, let's see, I guess we'll go all the way down here. Our neighborhood bunko at my neighbor Rochelle's house. Oh, this was exciting. At the end of October, I was down 13 pounds. Yay. And now 20. So very, very, very excited about that. Next one, the CDC here in the US approves the C word, the pandemic. I'm not going to say that because then weird things happen on YouTube. Sometimes I understand. CDC approves the pandemic booster. So now I am going to put booster in there. And that was actually then, right? That was the booster for 65 and older or immune compromised. Now, I think we just found out yesterday, right? Here in the US, they've approved the FDA, CDC, whoever approves it, approved booster now for everyone. So that will be in my list for November. CDC approves COVID, and then I'm going to highlight in yellow booster because that's just something else I want to call attention to. I will put certain words, and sometimes they're like big words, like this one is kind of a big word because it has a big meaning associated with it. But other times I will, it's just a word because it's just where the word falls. Because I feel like I need to sometimes break things up. So, COVID boosters. Pam bought the Bob Ross palette at the Halloween store to hang in your craft studio. So, like many things, many things, Halloween costumes were also really messed up because of supply chain issues. I, believe it or not, ordered 3 or 4. I think 4 ultimately different, like Bob Ross costumes, and the costume meaning like his wig and a beard. I got 1. Well, actually, I didn't even get one. Well, one arrived and I decided to keep it, but it arrived after Halloween. I decided to keep it because I thought that would be a great costume to use in future years. The one I ended up using was just like a big wig. not, you know what I mean? Just like a big crazy hair wig. So it wasn't even a Bob Ross. Yes, I ordered 4 and they got delayed and delayed and delayed. And I finally at the last minute was able to find just a big hair costume on, I don't know, Amazon. I'm not costume, but wig. Yeah. Hi, Jackie. You're finally free to work on something for you. Good for you. Oh, did I? Okay, yeah. So it's funny. When I think that I shouldn't say it, when I'm thinking about it, and then it just comes out. So, oh well, whatever. You know what I mean. CDC approves COVID booster shots for 65 plus and immunocompromised. All right. I taught at, oh, my sister was here. My sister's name is Lainey. Lael Laney. Actually, her real name is Elaine, A-L-A-N-E. But Lainey, that's been her name forever. Oh, we had this is going to sound funny, a neighborhood salmon party. Some of our neighbors used to live in Alaska, and they still have a cabin up there. So there were 3 different couples that went up, probably in September. And then they came back with a bunch of salmon. So they threw a whole party for our entire neighborhood. So we did 2 kits. We did Disney and Holiday Traveler's Notebook Kit. So this is just my run-on list of things that happen, right? Oh yes. She Loves Color. That's that one. In Wisconsin. I taught at that. That was quite fun. That was a Bella Boulevard event. Jack, our older son, Jack, he has a new job. I think we talked about that last month, maybe, at The Table. That is a farm-to-table restaurant in Tacoma. He's very excited about that. All right, friends, so I think what I'm going to do, Tracy said She Loves Color was amazing. Highly recommend. Yes, it was. That is an event that takes place every year in Wisconsin. That is put on by my friend Stephanie at Bella Boulevard, and it's an amazing event. All right, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm probably going to stop right here, you guys, just because we're about an hour in. I'm going to take us to the next list, and depending on what time it is when we are done, I may come back and finish this one. But at this point, now you're just watching me like write and add stickers. So we'll come back to this one maybe. If not, I'll try to have it done before we're together again next week. Okay, next spread. Look it, the next spread is going to take me to the end of my insert, which means next week we'll start a new insert. And don't worry, I'm okay, because this is our second list and our third list will go right here. So we'll be okay. All right, let's get this out of the way for a second. I need to put Halloween away away really quickly, just because I'm going to move into a brand new collection that I haven't used before. And it is Fernwood. My friend Vicky's beautiful collection, Fernwood. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so good. I finally yesterday just started, not yesterday, the day before, on Thursday, took everything, not everything, took a bunch of the things out of the package so I could do the flat lay photo for our session today. And oh my gosh, I was just so tickled pink. That is another collection that is having supply chain issues. Still no 6x8 pad. So we're still waiting for that as well. American Crafts is still waiting for that to come in, which, you know what, there's nothing we can do. Nothing they can do. It's supply chain issues. It's all the port congestion. It's everything that's affecting everything. Christmas trees. I mean, if you watch the news, what don't we see lately that's telling us that things are a shortage? Christmas trees are a shortage. Turkeys are a shortage. I mean, everything. Shortage. And then what happens when things are a shortage? Then that means the prices go up, which is not good for anybody. But it is what it is, right? So we will be doing this spread. It'll be a 2-page spread. We will be doing it without the paper pad that goes with it. But I will be using that collection quite a bit in the future because it's so pretty. What did I do with my things that those came out of? Where did I throw them? On the floor? Okay, hang on. I'm just trying to keep us organized because, oh, here they are. Because, well, I have something to do for the virtual event today in fact, all of the Halloween is just going to move in here. So I'm just going to shove it all in here. I have something to do for the virtual event today at 5 o'clock, and then I have got to get designing. So I am going to try to keep things somewhat clean here. And that's for me mentally. When things are a mess, oh my gosh, I struggle. Struggle. All right, so here we go. This is Fernwood. Joanne. So Joanne just asked a great question. Joanne said, will you share how you store your full traveler's notebooks? I will very quickly. Let me get out of the little, I've kind of penned myself in here. So hang tight. Let's see. I'm coming back. Basically, they get stored in the covers, right? They get stored in the covers. And this is part of the reason that for me, personally, I can justify in my mind having lots of covers. I like to have lots of different color options because to me, it's kind of like a purse. I like to switch things out every month, but it also gives me a place to store everything. So for example, this guy stores my COVID. I said it again. This one stores all of my documenting, not lists. This is just kind of my documenting from the pandemic. So those all go in that one. This one has some of my traveler's notebooks in it. So the one that I do out the window, different travel spreads that I do for memory keeping, that's how I store them. And then I just have lots of these lined up on a shelf. Okay, hold on. Found a great collection to solve your sunflower. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, Terry. Good. I'm glad. I thought about that the other day. Hi, Nicole from South Dakota. Yes, I'll post a picture in the Facebook group later today and it's not all of them, it's just some of them, but they are all lined up. They look kind of pretty. I did that for, let me get that out of the way. I did that for the Crop and Create event that I was teaching at. So I had a totally different backdrop than you guys see every day. Okay. Oh, Talia. Okay, I missed a whole chain here. Talia said, thanks, ladies. Some days I have a hard time seeing past the diapers and mess, but you've reminded me that the end goal is worth all the craziness. Talia, you must be a young mom. And I don't mean young. You just may have a lot of some littles running around, yeah? Okay, so here we go. Fernwood. I have everything, I think, with the exception, and you know what? There are more things that I don't have here in my little packet. Because there are tassels, really cool tassels that you can hang on the, like from the little elastics right here. So Fernwood, the tassels can go there. There's some really cute clips. For some reason, I don't have those in here. But so here's the washi. Such fun washi. The little Puffy stickers. So these stickers are similar to the Puffy stickers that Vicki did for Color Study. They're really small, which I love because then these are great for bullets for our list. So those are really fun, small puppies. I have lots of the die cuts all spread out. So there's 2 packages of die cuts. These I love. Those shoes are so cute. Anyhow, lots of die cuts. So we'll take a look at those as we start working. Those are some of the icon die cuts. There we go. Those are all the icon die cuts. They're so good. Hi, Nancy from New Zealand. Missed you too. Yes, can't wait for the paper pad because those of you that do the mini books with me, there's a mini book coming with Fernwood, a mini book project kit, but no paper pad yet, so can't do it yet. These are the Oh, journaling. Oh, journaling. Because look at, you know why? Library card. Oh, you guys might be excited about something that's coming related to a library card. Maybe a stamp, maybe a library card stamp. I think you guys are gonna be excited. And then little clipboards, so love those. The sticker book. So I'll use some of this, look at that pink ruler, so awesome. And then we have the 6x12 stickers. So I will be using this collection a bit over the next couple of months, just because I think it's so versatile. We can use it for so many things. But because I don't have the paper pad, I started thinking, well, what do I have that would work? Because I want to use some paper on this list. What do I have that would work with this list? And then this popped into my head. The Woods paper pad, the Simple Stories 6x8 Woods paper pad. Because there are so many great wood patterns that I thought, well, yeah, of course. This would work really well with Fernwood, because Fernwood's kind of a great outdoor collection. So that is what I'll be using. That mixed with some Fernwood things. I will also be using Fernwood for my About Last Month for November. So when we're together in December, sorry, but guess what? It won't be the first weekend in December. I'm going somewhere fun. Nick broke the bad news, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, that he had to go to Hawaii the end of this month for work. And you better believe, guess who's going? Because I'm like, well, yeah, I'm coming along, right? So the benefit there is that if Nick's company pays for his flight, they pay for the hotel. And then I travel so much, I have so many miles, so it can be a very economical trip for us to go to Hawaii. So we won't be together the first week in November. So the second week in November, we'll do About Last Month. Or you know what we'll probably do? Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Nobody worry. We'll figure it out. Okay, so where is my sketch? All right. So in my little workbook, this is my sketch. Isn't it lovely? Messy. Nancy, yes. Very lucky. There is a benefit for both of us traveling so often and working so hard. Traveling so often is that miles and things like that, but it's also for his company. So that's good. So we can do it very economically. All right, so that's my little sketch, and I'm going to do a title like here along the outside. So I'll do title right here, and then I'm going to do wood right here, and then also wood right here. So my list is only really going to be on this part, but then I'll have some wood over here, and it'll carry over from this page, and then I'm going to do all kinds of things over here. So what I first need to do is decide which wood I want to use. I need to make sure I have 2 sheets of that if I'm going to use this. 2 sheets of that. That reminded me of 2 sheets to the wind. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Linda, also from the Netherlands. Look at, I love that, you guys. It's so fun. I mean, you know I love having you all here, but it always is a little bit of special fun when our international friends are here. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this. The other reason why I'm using paper for this list is once we get this deep in our Traveler's Notebook, it gets, or insert, it starts to get a little bit difficult to write on this side. And I did it here, it was okay. But it starts to get a little bit difficult just because there's so much stuff going on over here. Now, what I could have done here, and what I'll probably do to finish that out, is to pull in a pencil board. A pencil board, those of you that were with me for Crop and Create for my Traveler's Notebook class, I talked about a pencil board a little bit. Pencil board, oh my gosh, it's so dark outside. Nick is hiking on skis today, so let's hope that they don't run into weather, because that will not be good. Because the ski resorts aren't open yet. All right, so pencil board. This is a real pencil board that someone made me and sent to me, which is so pretty. It's just a really thick cardboard that she put pattern paper on. And this is, you guys have seen me use this before. This is just a stamping block that sometimes I use as a pencil board. The whole purpose of a pencil board in either case would be to put something like that behind my list so that when I am writing, I try to give myself a flat surface. When I get to the point where I'm writing over here, I need to, usually I try to cut that off. So I went a little bit too far over, but it'll get a little bit more challenging. But if I was trying to do that again, then I could put pencil board right here and do my writing there. That's what a pencil board is. Okay, it's time for the face fan. This is the new face fan that my friend Christy, introduced me to this when I was teaching at the Christmas Bash. It's a handheld, but it also has this little stand on it. So that will help me because menopause. So hopefully that's not distracting, that sound. I have 2 fans. Now there's 1 fan on my legs and 1 fan on my face. That's what I get for wearing a sweater, even though it's 35 degrees out. All right, so we will cut this guy. And I'm cutting all the way over here because I want to write my title right there. Oh, our list. Should we talk about our list topic? This list topic is things I do to get out of a creative rut. And that is this week's giveaway, right? We talked about the giveaway earlier, but if you joined us late, the topic for this week's giveaway is what you do to get out of a creative rut, right? It happens to the best of us, right? It happens to everybody. What do we do when we get in a creative rut? Hold on. I might have to move this a little bit. Let me see. Actually, before I cut, I'm going to do our title first. That will probably be smarter. So what do you do to get out of a creative rut? We all get in them. So this is kind of funny little story. Terry watches layout videos. Love it. All right. I'm going to use the My Type stickers. I grabbed some more of these. Actually, I bought some more of these from my friend Michelle because when I was at her in-person event last weekend, because I have them, but I like to support. So I bought all kinds of things. But I needed more, even though I have them in my inventory downstairs. But I needed more because the sheet was, you see how I store my stickers over here in this big tall thing. It's a thing from scrapbook.com. In the description of the video have links to the different storage items I use. So if you are like, ooh, what's that? You'll find that there. Oh, here we go. That's not where it belongs, in the black. So I am using these cute little stickers, these fun stickers from Doodlebug. They're My Type. They're called My Type. Reorganized supplies. Aha. That's one of the things on my list, Karen. YouTube videos, scrolling through Instagram. That is also one of the things on my list. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use for my title over here. And this is going to say creative rut and then things I do to get out of it. All right, so we'll go to our title technique here again. This sheet is quite a bit used. Although, there's a ton of stickers on there. These come in, I think I have these in 12 different colors. One of my favorite fonts that Doodlebug does. So, I think what I might do is, well, we'll start with uppercase. I don't do uppercase very often. I'm watching Lael and Vicky. Yes, Vicky, I know, right? Some of the things Vicky does, it's like, holy cow, seriously? So, like, mind-blowing. So good, right? She's one talented chick. That is for sure. All right. C. Oh, I had a C from the other one. We'll try to use as much of this as I can. When your alpha stickers get low like this, don't throw them away, even if you only have X's and Z's and whatever left. You can absolutely mix your fonts. So I could take other black stickers and mix. Oh, I don't need 2 E's. Well, I will, but not right now. You can mix fonts. But I also could use the same font and mix the colors, right? So when you start to get down to the end, you can still find a way to use them. Creative rut. It happens, right? You get in a creative rut and then you're like, oh my gosh. I'd say probably my biggest thing when that happens, I just have to get up and walk away. Because forced creativity sometimes is hard. And when I say forced creativity, it a lot of times happens when it's your job, right? This is my job, it's my business. And you have to be creative because you're designing a new project kit or something. And it has to get done because you've told people it's coming and it's not done yet. We are done skiing. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. That's the rule. So when Nick goes into the backcountry, and he has done a lot of training, those of you that know about skiing in the backcountry, Nick has done a lot of training and has all the right proper equipment, the avalanche beacons and everything. And people always know where they're going, but that's the first thing. As soon as they are off the mountain, then he has to communicate. So thank you. Now he knows he can't call me or text me because I'm teaching. So he's so well trained. He knows he can pop into the chat when I am doing YouTubes on Saturday and tell me that. So that's good. Always good to check in. Oh yes, my biggest thing. So don't take the eye off yet. Forced creativity. Sometimes the biggest thing is I just have to walk away. Just walk away and go do something else for an hour and come back. Because when you're just trying to push it and trying to force it and it's not happening. Oh, creative. We need the V. It's hard sometimes to talk and spell at the same time, isn't it? All right, creative rut. So I don't do it this way very often. Well, this way, it's where I'm going to place this. My title is going to go along the side. And I do that every once in a while just to kind of mix things up. And I thought I'd do it here because the layout, the design, the sketch will kind of work that way. So creative rut. Joe, how have I lost? Well, that's interesting. Joe asked, how have I lost the weight so far? More's coming. And Nick's doing it with me too. Nick's lost 25 pounds. I've lost 20. He's lost 25. So, of course, that's what men do, right? Men can like stop drinking one diet or one soda a day, and then all of a sudden they've lost all the weight. Now, that's not Nick, but you know what I mean when I say that. Anyhow, so Vicky Booten, my friend Vicky, turned me on to something that she had done, I think over the summer, and then started doing again in the fall, or she did it in the spring or something. It's a woman in Canada. That's where Vicky's from. So it's a woman in Canada, and her name is Gina Livy, L-I-V-Y, Gina Livy. And it's no special food. No, you don't have to buy the food. Nothing, different like that. I won't say weird because different things work for different people. But it is, it's very much about learning what full means to you and learning what satisfied means to you, which for me, I had no idea what that meant, right? So now there's definitely more to it than that. There's, there's a big one. No carbs, no sugar. But that is about as diet as it gets because you can have all the other things. There's no counting calories. There's no, no saying you only can have 2 of these or 1 of these or 5 of these. So much of it is, it first starts off with is just eating until you're full. And it takes some time to figure out what full means even, right? Because so many of us are programmed to eat everything that's on our plate, right? And we were talking, Nick and I went over to some neighbors last night. This is not working. We were talking about this. These letters are a little bit harder to do this because they are very thin. They are also cardstock weight. So most of them worked, but we'll play some of these. That whole concept of eating everything on your plate kind of originated back when the dinner plates were so much smaller than they are now, right? So eating everything on your plate, maybe in the 50s, was very different than eating everything on your plate these days, especially if you go to a restaurant. Oh, especially if you go to like a Cheesecake Factory. The portions, oh my gosh, you could feed like a family of 8 sometimes with the portions. And that's just taken, some time for me to come to terms with that. So understanding what it means to be full for you, because it's different for everyone. Understanding what it means to then be satisfied, right? That's a whole other thing. What does it mean to feel satisfied? That you're not hungry, but you're not full. So being satisfied. And then the next one, being slightly hungry. All right. And I'm going to just keep working. So I don't need to really talk about, and I will tell you guys, it's not like an affiliate thing where I get people to sign up and then I get something from it. No, there's nothing like that at all. I just have tried every freaking diet in the world. You name it, I've tried it. Even way back in high school, to the egg and grapefruit diet, right? All the things I've tried. This one is so different. It It's a 13-week program. So Colleen just said she's considering the program for the next round in January. I signed up again in January. She said, how hard was it to give up sugar? I am a sugar addict, carb addict. What I learned through this whole thing is that cravings, your body does not crave chocolate. It doesn't crave, although I think it does. Your body doesn't crave candy corn. Your body craves things it needs. So when you have cravings, it's because your body is needing something it's not getting. So for me, it was not hard to give up sugar at all. And I have not cheated once. Now here's the thing. She says, oh no, there's wine. You can have wine. You drink a lot of water. There are studies, and they have different doctors and pharmacists and homeopathic doctors and all different kinds of people that come on for Zooms and chat about things. But that the human body, adult, needs a gallon of water a day. And that sounds like a lot. And for someone like me that would be lucky if I drank one of these in any kind of liquid a day, I'd probably have 2 cups of coffee in the morning and then maybe one of these of any kind of liquid for the whole rest of the day. I will tell you, I was so extremely dehydrated, it wasn't even funny. I just didn't know. So that drinking the water really helps to flush your body of a lot of things, but it also really helps, it's what your body needs. So, oh yes, so it had to do with alcohol. You can have alcohol that really there's other than, I mean, and even carbs. You can have the carbs. You just shouldn't. You shouldn't have like the any kind of refined sugar. You shouldn't have any processed foods. You shouldn't have any wheat flour. You shouldn't have any white flour, no pasta, no rice, just because it's a little bit harder for your body to process. And if you want to lose weight, it's harder to do that. It's hard to lose weight if you are eating those things. But you can have it all. Your weight loss just may not be as rapid as you might like it to be. All right, I think I'm going to stop right here. So now I know where I'm going to trim this. So I'll just keep talking, and we're just chatting while I'm working. I did my outlining, and now I'll come back in and cut the paper. Oh, the paper pad I linked in the description of the video as well. You guys probably know this is my favorite paper because on the backs, you have all the office patterns. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes, so you can have alcohol. You just have to, if you have alcohol, you need to drink more water. So you're basically countering the alcohol with the water. Okay, this will go like that. And you're not really going to see, but you see in here, like right like that, there's just not a lot of, I can't do anything down there because there's of the curve. So I can probably move that down a little bit. And then this piece will go right here. And so that'll kind of join together like that. And then here I will do lots of fun things. So in order to do, well, I need to come in and make sure I get my tape runner like as close to that edge as I can because it is like down in that curve. And I don't want it to lift up. So I gotta go kind of slow there. The thing I think for me, it has never once seemed like a diet because, well, I gotta tell you too, I feel so good. I feel so rested. I just feel so good. I had a lot of gut issues, like stomach issues, and I think probably has to do with gluten because as soon as I stopped, 0 issues. Like literally as soon as I stopped, I haven't had any issues. So it'll be interesting. I think the 13 weeks ends in like December 13th or something like that. That's not, that noise, if you could hear that, that was my finger. That was not a very pleasant noise. So that was my finger right there. But I will, when we're done, I'm going to try gluten. I'll make sure it's good though. I'll try a little bit of pasta and then I'll wait. I want to see how it makes me feel. Because here's the thing. When you stop eating those things and you feel good, and you've stopped them for, you know what, I think we're in our 9th week right now. So 9 weeks I've had no carb. Now, I've had gluten because I have gluten in ketchup and things like that, but no, you know what I mean. let's see, let me get that there. All right, there we go. No, yeah. So limited gluten that just comes in like things like soy sauce and things like that. But I'm anxious to try it because I'll try it just a little bit and then see how it makes me feel, because I have a feeling it's going to make me feel really crappy. And if it makes you feel really crappy, it makes it so much easier to not eat it, right? So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. We'll see. Yes, but I am doing the program again. Here's the other thing. And again, I'm not selling it. I just think it's an amazing program. It's for the 13 weeks, it's 75 US. I mean, 75 Canadian, which is about $60 US, which is way less than lots of the other programs out there. Oh, Lauren. For Lauren, it's corn and not gluten. That is interesting. I think the other thing, you guys, the other thing for me, inflammation. You hear about inflammation in people a lot. I never really understood that or never really gave any thought to it. Inflammation, I think, is super important in terms of the food that you're eating and then your body getting inflamed. I think that was also part of, and different foods will do that, but I think that's also part of what some of my issues were. So, Jeanette, off sugar for 2 years. She has a small treat and then goes away, right? Fresh fruit. Fresh fruit's a big deal. So anyhow, I've learned so much and it has been amazing. It's been wonderful. So that's what I've been doing. And Nick's been doing it too. And Vicky's doing it. And I don't know, Vicky probably has like 50 different people doing it just because she loves it and talks about it. And our friend Angie Blom does it. And I'm sure lots of others. All right. So here we go. Now I need to say, I've got kind of this space here now. So I don't like that. But maybe, let's see, maybe I could do washi there. What do you think? Washi? Washi might, this could work really well there because I kind of have a little bit too much space. I kind of needed my paper to be a little bit wider. And if I had thought about it a little bit more, I would have cut this one a little bit wider and then I could have cut a second sheet to go over here. But that's okay. This is what we learn. There you go, Debbie. Gluten-free and only natural sugars. Yes. Teresa went keto 3 years ago, lost 80 pounds. Good for you, right? And you know what? Here's the thing. Different things for different people. Different things work for different people. And the important thing is that you feel good, right? I did not feel good. For my whole life, food has been a drug. It just is, and I know it. And there could be worse drugs, right? Well, I guess not, though, because food can be a bad drug. It can be as harmful as other, like, illegal substances or whatever kind of drugs, even legal substances. But so for me, food's a drug. And when the pandemic hit, that drug really helped me, but hurt me, but helped me, right? You know what I mean by that? I ate all the things. So I feel much better. Intermittent fasting, Lori said, here's another thing about it. They say you should not eat after dark. Because your body naturally starts producing melatonin. And if you guys didn't know this was going to turn into a weight loss symposium, did you? But your body starts making melatonin when it starts getting dark. So your body is gearing up now to start to go to sleep. It's getting ready. It's preparing a couple hours ahead of time to go to sleep. So the later you eat, the more it really messes with that. All right. Creative rut. Oh, I need just a couple little dots here. Couple little dots, and then I will write the rest of it because this is creative rut, what I do to get out of it. But yeah, there's a ton of programs out there, and really the thing is that if you need a program or even on your own, you need a program, you find one that works for you, that is the one that's most important, right? Because different people, right? Not everything works for everyone. I know that well because I've done them all. I've had success with them all. However, then the weight comes back on because I'm like that. So the most success I had was when I was doing CrossFit and seeing a nutritionist. I lost 55 pounds and had 11% body weight. That will never again happen in my life. Ever, ever, never. Because that was like a full-time job. But anyhow. All right, creative rut. Let's get back to what we're doing. I am close to needing to replace all of my Sharpies. So that one's better because the nib starts to run down. What I do to get out of one. Okay, Creative rip, what I do to get out of one. All right, so my list is going to be here. Let's go ahead and grab some white cardstock. So I just need to place that there. So it's there. So let's see, here's a piece of white cardstock. Don't know if there might be something. This could be kind of fun. On the stickers, I was looking for maybe if my list wasn't as tall, I could do love it right there. I'm not sure if I'll love it though. Let's see. Oh, I think I will like that. I think I will like that. So if that goes right there, then I'm just going to take my pencil here and figure out how short to make this and how narrow. So there we go. Pop that off right there. Look, it'll keep, Scatter he can be useful, right? He might as well do something. He can hold the love sticker. All right. So Lynette said, yes. Lynette said, could you do cardstock and blocks for each bullet instead of a whole piece? I absolutely could. So we've got maybe some, well, I don't know if we have quite examples of that, but that's kind of similar, but also different, right? Where I'm still doing one full piece of cardstock, but I'm making little squares to write the things in. I could do that. I don't know that I've ever actually cut up the cardstock. I've also kind of separated things by outlining them and then coloring them in with a colored pencil. So yeah, there's a couple of different ways I could do that for sure. Maybe we'll do little boxes on this one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we get. But I also have those cute little, puffy stickers that I can use as bullets. So we'll see where we end up. We shall see. So this is going to go there like that. It's going to be a pretty narrow list, but that's what happens when we use a little bit of cardstock. Oh, all right. So I was just going to do something I didn't want to do. I was just going to adhere this, but then I'd be writing all of my list here and that'd be a little bit harder to do since I'm working with the curves. So I'm going to wait, but I do need to figure out where that's going to go. So temporarily, I'm going to put that down. So I make sure that I'm not like writing where those pieces are going to go. So if that went there, move this over a little bit more there. Move this over a little bit more. Move that over a little bit more. Okay, so that will go there. Ah, my red fingernail polish. I think that oh yes, and Lynette says she wants more of the pretty wood grain to show. So Lynette, all of this is going to stay there. All of that wood grain will show. So I'll do some things over here, but all of that wood grain will show. So we'll still have some of it. I think I remember now why I don't do red nail polish any other time except for December, because this is what happens. I'm getting streaks. See how I went, and I have, I probably need to put another top coat on because see my streak there of the red, but oh well. All right, so I will take my pencil. Since I know I really don't want to write up there, I'll just put my little pencil right there to know that's my stopping point. Actually, I'm probably fine to keep writing on there. All right, but before, lost my it. I've lost the it factor. All right, that's going to go there. I think we'll just kind of leave this here. I'm going to get a clip. Let me grab a clip to help hold that open, make it a little bit easier to work with. I need a big one. Oh, Well, I had that somewhere when I was doing a Crop and Create event last weekend. Oh, here it is. Okay. Or weekend before last, I guess. All right, this clip. I need a big, hefty one because there's a lot of stuff going here. All right, that will help. Oh, yes, that's going to make it so much easier to work with. Now, what do I want to go over here? So I have lots of fun things. I have all of these stunningly beautiful flowers, right? Look at that. Oh, that could go there. Then there's all of these kind of tall pieces. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. We have some kind of tall pieces that could also work in here. We're just going to end up doing a bunch of layering here. So let's see what we have. Oh, okay. Oh, I love this too. Look at little mushroom. Isn't that cute? That little mushroom. So that little mushroom needs to come into play somehow in here. We'll see if that maybe goes there. Oh, I think Nick's home. Nick is home. This is what I was looking for. Some more of the ferns. So we have a fern in the stickers. We have a fern in the stickers. Hi, honey.
Hello, hello everyone.
Okay. Okay. Hi, honey. All right, where am I? I know. I was looking for more of the ferns. I love the ferns. All right, now this is one of those. This is like the candy corn discussion. Oh, lovely plan. 90% raw. Cucumbers and apples are great snacks or meals. Yes and yes. Love cucumbers, love apples. I mean, vegetables are good for you. I eat vegetables for lunch. I eat vegetables afternoon snack and vegetables for dinner too. So this is like the candy corn debate when it comes to gnomes. You either love them or you hate them. I won't use a gnome on this one, but at some point I'll use the gnome. But I was looking for the ferns. Where are the ferns? Ooh, that sure is pretty, isn't that? I don't know, that big giant pencil pen. Oh, look it kind of looks like ours a little bit. Love it. Oh, there's a fern. Love that greenery. That greenery is so beautiful. Oh, those are those. This, look at how interesting. Look at these trees. Look how similar they are to those trees. Aspen trees. That's what happens to aspen trees in the fall. They go yellow. They don't go orange. They go yellow. We have a lot of aspens in Utah. And Terry, I know you guys have a lot of aspens in Colorado too. Oh, that could be fun in there. So clearly this is going a direction, isn't it? It is going kind of this greenery direction. Let's see if Nick realizes that I dumped a whole thing of salad on the floor. I cleaned it up, well, as best as I could when I had 10. Oh, look at that. Love that one. I cleaned it up as best as I could 10 minutes before we were starting. So I'm sure there's salad remnants still on the floor. Okay, I think that is good. I've pulled plenty of things to choose. Obviously, plenty more than I will use. The thistles, aren't those pretty? Always, it sounds funny. Every time I say thistle, it sounds funny. Thistle. All right, I don't know. Do we want the orange? Because the orange, maybe, or the, I don't know. I think, where'd it go? I like this teal. This teal is so pretty. I think we'll go with the teal. Yes, Nancy. See you later. Thank you. Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie said, hello, I'm new to your community and just got my December documented kit today. Can't wait to sit down and watch the video and put it together. Bonnie, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We love everyone, but we also love the newbies. We love it. I love, love, love when new people join in. And I also love, love, love that you said hello. And I know everyone else that's watching and that's in the chat especially loves that you say hello, because sometimes, right? Sometimes we lurk, sometimes people lurk, and that's okay. When I say lurk, you just kind of sit back and don't really, talk or in the chat, and that's absolutely okay, because not everyone's a chit chatter like me. So it's absolutely okay, but I love it, love it, love it when you chat. So I thank you for hopping in and saying hello and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy the December documented. That one, oh, so fun. Yes, and I think, Bonnie, you'll find everyone is always very welcoming. Oh my gosh, okay, guess what? Pardon me for 1 minute. I have to shut the doors to my craft room because Nick is forgetting that I'm filming because he's on the phone and he's being very loud. And it's distracting, so let me shut the doors. And now it's gonna get really hot in here. Really, really hot in here. Okay, here we go. I'm coming back. I'm like penned myself in with the lights and the fans and the carts and all the things, so it's a little bit hard to get out. Ay, 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 ay. This red fingernail polish is causing me issues. Oh, I liked this house too. This house was kind of fun. I thought the house was fun, but I don't know, the scale is way off. Yeah, no house this time. No house. No, this guy is going to have to get, maybe if we go that way. I don't know, it's kind of bugging me the way that it's laying in the corner there. So he may not be able to work for us. We'll see. It's just kind of facing an odd direction, kind of. go about our layering here. Let's see, I like this little guy, this kind of dandelion. This is a little bit cute. Got a lot going on here. There's lots of layers. I don't know. That one is not really happening. Hang on. Because I think that guy's bugging me. As much as I like it, it's just kind of, it's struggling. It's just facing a different direction that I'm not happy with. Trying to get these guys where I like them. All right, I think that will work, but I also know I liked this guy. I think our little guy needs to go in there too. Maybe we need a smaller one. See if there's a smaller sticker. Oh, yes. Yes, okay, look. So this is why sometimes it's helpful to have the die cuts and the stickers, because that sticker, this guy is just a little bit too big. So if I put this little sticker here, it's just not as prominent, right? He's just not as like in your face. So we'll put that guy there. Now, normally if I was working in a mini book, I'd be pop dotting the heck out of this, right? I'd have so many of these pieces popped up, but I don't want to do that here because I don't like to use pop dots or dimensional things in my traveler's notebooks because it makes it a little bit harder than on subsequent pages. Even though I don't have subsequent pages here, I try to stay away from that. I don't know, maybe this is just not working. He needs to be there too. Oh, okay, I just had an idea. The sticker book. Where did the sticker book go? Because we had a pen also in the sticker book. I've got too many things here now. Too many things. Okay, here we go. We had a pen. Oh, all right. I think the pen is pretty much the same size as, yep, it is. It's the exact same thing. So I was looking for something a little bit smaller, but that will not work. Wish I had the paper pad because it'd be nice to have a little bit of something right there. But, ooh, let's do that. After I started laying all these things down, I think I am going to just try to pick all these up. Actually, I'm talking to myself. If I was a brown marker, where would I be? Ooh, did you lose something? Oh, let's see. Colleen Ray is new too. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love it when you guys pop in and say hello. So thank you. And I totally just got sidetracked because clearly I was trying to work and then was not paying attention to what was being said in the chat. So sometimes that's what happens though, right? Let's see if that goes right there. We just need a little something here. Maybe to go right there. Okay. Sometimes the layering is a challenge, right? Just trying to get all the pieces right where you want them, which is what we're doing right now. Let me cut this part off, the washi. I forgot that I wanted to use that pink measuring tape. But I won't use it since I have that there. Nope. Where is my sticker that had another? This is a little bit smaller, so let's see if this here can blend in a little bit. And this here. Nope, too much. Now, let's see if we can get that sticker off again. Oh, actually it'll be easy because it's partly on the washi, so that's easy. I can pull that up some more. There we go. That's what it needed. It just needed to be pulled up. So now I am going to adhere. Hi, Jane. You got your order. Oh, good. You love your new cover. Good, good, good. I'm glad. And I'm glad you popped in. Uh-oh. I'm using my glue pen just because some of these pieces, it's a little bit harder to get my tape runner, especially this little guy. Now, let's now use tape runner for this guy. Get just enough on there. Okay. It's funny because I spent all that time trying to layer and then things move around, but that's okay. I want to try to keep as much of that yellow as I can. Oh, if I was in a mini book, well, I will be because I'll be doing this in a mini book. Well, not this thing, not this exact thing, but I'll be using the collection in a mini book. This is just screaming for the pop dots to make some of these guys dimensional. Oh boy. Whoopsie. Yes, right? We need some yellow for sure. Because you guys know me and my yellow too. I love the yellow. All right, let's come in now. Oops, that probably can't be like that because it needs to be off the page a bit. All right, now let's come in and cut all these off. Because bleeding off the edge is okay, but I personally, and there's nothing wrong with it, if you want things to bleed off the edge, and then just stay bled, sounds funny. You could do that, but I like to cut them off because I don't like things to stick out. Even kind of in mini books, I kind of don't like things to stick out. All right, there we go. So now we're ready for a list. One other thing, let's see what we have here. In my element, hashtag been there. Well, that totally works, doesn't it? Hashtag been there, because when we're in a creative rut, so hashtag been there totally works, and that can kind of just go right up there, right up at the top. I had that little spot. Remember what we say? We say that your, when in doubt, when you need something, when there's a space and you're not sure what to put there, that's when you use a word strip sticker, because that little space that was just left right up there, maybe, hold on. Oh, I like this guy because he's taller. That little space, it needed something, so it was prime spot for a word strip sticker. That's probably, I don't know, I probably say this all the time. If I only had one product that I could use forever, I probably say that all the time, and I probably say different things, but word strip stickers, let's just say this, would be right up there at the top. All right, so there we go. Now we are ready for our list. Now this is really stark white, right? Really stark white. So I think what we're going to need to do, we are going to need to pull something over this way. That could be cute with this really tall thing. This guy could kind of help, right? We could kind of put this guy over here maybe, because we just need something. We need something to be over on this side. That could go there. Oh, we had our little, too much yellow, and those were too big. But this one, no, too much yellow. All right, I think what we'll do is I think we'll go with this guy, and then we may pull in, what did I just see? Oh, maybe this one? Oh, let's put this back on. Right, because this is super white, but I know what's already bothering me. It's because I have to outline it. That's part of the problem. So that goes there. Then would this guy work with it? Yeah, there we go. That's what it needed. So that'll go there. This will go here. Let me just get a little bit of glue on here. so it's not moving around. Really pretty collection, and clearly it would work for outdoors. Don't mind that red. Clearly it would work for outdoors, but this could work for anything. All right, let's outline. All right, then I think, even though I don't want to write below that line, I think I might just do a little thing right here. Just a little one. We'll make a little period there even. Okay, love it. All right, so now let's get to our listing. Okay, let's see. Okay, I missed a bunch of things. Oh, what about using the pen there? Yes. So I for sure could have used the pen there. But the reason why I didn't use the pen there was because I had already so much black. I mean, this is so colorful, and that would have just been more black. The other thing, and this is just what my mind thinks, so this absolutely could have gone there. But with the pen, we have that kind of long, straight vertical. We have this vertical. Even if we put this off to the side, this just gives it a little bit more movement. So that was my thought. That's why I decided to put those two things there. It also then kind of ties in with everything that's happening on this side of the page. Let's see. So Colleen Ray said, I am new, so how do I go about starting my list with me book? Is it like a recap of the month? So, you know what? I will have you do, if you want to shoot me an email, there's a blog post that I have that I can point you to that talks about this concept, this about last month. I think that's a really good place to start. Otherwise, you can just pick a list and jump in. In the description of the video, I have linked to all of the list topics that we did in 2020, also all the list topics that we've done through September of this year. So that's also a good place to go, and you can just kind of pick a list and start. So I think that'd be helpful. Oh, that's another good one. Nicole said, starting with Lael's Introduction to Traveler's Notebooks. There's a video here on my YouTube channel. And if you want to email me, I'll send you the link, or you can also find it on my website under videos. It's called Intro to Traveler's Notebooks. It's about an hour and 20-minute video where I do an overview of what they are, and then I give you tons of different ideas on what you can use a traveler's notebook for. So yeah, that's a great one too, Nicole. Thank you. All right, so now it's time for our list. What do you guys do to get out of a creative rut? That's our list topic. What do you do? Oh, let's put that guy back. What do you do? So some of the things on my list. The things on my list. I listen to music. That is a big one for me. So if I wanted to use these guys, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use any of these just because I have all this color going on over here. I think I'll end up using these on another list, but I think, yeah, I'm not going to use them because I think it's too much with what we have going on over the side. So I think this needs to be pretty plain. All right, so the first one is just thinking about bullets. Oh, okay. Stamps coming that will really help with, that's probably my biggest challenge when I'm like, oh, what do I do for bullets? There's some really fun bullet options on the year in review stamp set that's coming. Maybe I'll just do these, right? Those would work. Those are nice little gold stars. All right, so I listen to music. Listen to music. All kinds. I find it so relaxing. Like this morning when I was getting ready in here, I was listening to spa radio on Pandora. When I get stressed, I'm in a very stressful, there's lots of stress going on right now, just because lots going on, right? Like all of us, right? But when I get stressed, if things are clean and I can kind of relax and listen to music like that, then it helps me immensely. So I listen to music when I'm also in a creative rut because it just kind of gets my mind off things, right? It's a little bit freeing. I think I'm going to alternate these. So we'll do another one over here. So the next one is oh, we talked about this too. I organize my craft room. I should say organize and reorganize my craft room and supplies, right? Because sometimes you start putting things away or start, you know, getting everything out or start reorganizing, then it's just, it puts you in a different headspace, right? It totally puts you in a different space. And then sometimes you see products that you have and you, and it sparks an idea, right? Or you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had that washi. I want to use that washi. And then you pull out the washi and then you're off and running. Oh, good. Okay, Colleen, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So if I am not, I apologize. I can tell it is a fun group. Thank you so much. Yes, it is definitely a fun group. And Cindy, thank you. Cindy said, I love your creativity style. Thank you. Jessie said one of those stamps coming. They will be in production early next week. So new stamp company, because the old stamp company, the one that we use for the listed stamps and then also for scattered thought stamp set, they are out like 60 to 70 days. So that's not happening. Anyhow, so we're trying out a new stamp company and I'm hoping like mid-December. So we'll see. You guys will be the first to know. You guys will be the first to know. 3 new stamp sets coming with one more on the way. All right, so another thing that I do is I will, how did I word this? Copy myself. I look at past projects for ideas, right? So I copy myself, right? If I did it once and I liked it, well, let me look at it again. And sometimes it's the exact same thing, but other times it's different. But there's something that I did that sparked an idea. So this is going to be an example. I'm going to see really quickly if I can find this. This was, some of you remember the spring cleaning list. So I'm looking for it real quick. Some of you remember the spring cleaning list. Let's see if it's in here. Oh, I know. It should be in here because that was dated April. So it's probably in the spring, right? Oh yeah. So look it. Does this format look familiar? It should, because guess what? See, same thing. I copied myself. It looks super different though, right? I mean, it really looks different because different product, for sure different product, but that's basically the same thing. So sometimes when I need ideas, I'll go back to different things I've done. And that happens whether it's in a traveler's notebook, whether it's in a mini book, whether it's in a layout, something like that. So you can always go back and copy yourself or use yourself as inspiration. All right, next one. Hang on. That doesn't want to come off because this guy's already come off. Oh yes, tons of good stuff coming your way. Yeah, our way. I should say our way too, because it's my way too, because then I get to play with it too. Mari searches a topic to the end of the interwebs, right? So she will like look for, good idea though, right? Because there's so much great inspiration out there. So that's a great spot too. This is another one for me, and I think I mentioned this. Sometimes, I don't know why I'm writing on that. Sometimes we just need to take a break and walk away, right? Sometimes if you force it, it's gonna be forced and you're not gonna like it, right? So if you can walk away, then walk away. And I say if you can, because sometimes I can't walk away. Sometimes I have to get it done, and then it just, sometimes it's painful, and sometimes it doesn't quite turn out the way that I want it to, but you know what? That's okay. Because we're our own worst critic, right? All right, last one. go to places like, so Pinterest, Instagram, and magazines. What? Magazines for inspiration. And that is not copying because it's okay to be inspired. Well, I shouldn't say this. For me, it's not okay to copy because it's my business, right? So I can't come out with a new mini book kit or a new traveler's notebook kit that I copied someone else, right? That's not okay. It's absolutely okay for you guys to copy. Or if I was doing something in one of my personal traveler's notebooks that no one was ever going to see, it's absolutely okay to copy. Or if you copy, then you should give someone else credit. But for my business, I wouldn't do that. You just don't do that, right? You don't copy someone else when it's business. So, but yeah, use someone else for inspiration. Sometimes I will see a project that someone's done and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that color palette, that is exactly what I need. That color palette is perfect. And then now that's my springboard to create. Mari said she literally takes a walk, right? Yeah, or literally take a walk, get outside, and even exercise sometimes. Even just inside exercise, but exercise sometimes because that will sometimes clear your head, right? All right, so here we go. This guy is going to go right here. And there we go. There's the list. And yes, been there. Definitely have been there when it comes to being in a creative rut. So now what I need to do, I need to date this. And I have not, I actually in a while haven't used a date stamp. So let's get the roller date stamp out. Today is, oh yeah, this is how we know last time I used this. Colleen, oh good, that's pretty. Yes, different, it's a different twist on Colleen. Last time I used this was 9/26. So 11, today is 11/20. Oh, Thanksgiving next week. Who's excited? So I haven't quite yet figured out, well, we always go to Nick's, well, last year we didn't, but we go to Nick's mother's house, mom and husband for Thanksgiving. And I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to approach Thanksgiving. I know I will have turkey. I'll probably have a little bit of cranberry sauce. I'll probably have a small little bit of potatoes. I'm not sure yet on the stuffing because that clearly will have gluten in it. And it's not, I can do it. I can do whatever I want. If I want to have in moderation, if I want to do it, I'll do it. It's just I'm not sure if I want to do it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I, ooh! Oh gosh, did you guys see that? Okay, I'm gonna watch now. I'm watching the video. Oh, did you see all that? Holy cow. Okay, if you just saw it, that was a bunch of the new stamps. So if you want to rewind, you can, but I won't show anyone else right now. You just, if you saw it, you saw that little peekaboo. That is, so when I get an order of stamps, and I think I have 6 or 12. Where are you going?
Get my stuff from Dave.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye, hon. Oh gosh, no, totally sidetracked. Okay. No. So when you produce stamps, you have to order a minimum, and minimum is like 12 of something. So I clearly order far more than 12, but that's how I get my samples, and that is how I test them to make sure that they are what I want. The scale's correct, they all stamp correctly, the spacing is good. I don't know where my black stamp pad is, besides this one. So I took them with me when I was teaching last weekend, and in my hotel room, I test stamped everything. And so I brought my little stamping book with me to test stamp. And there's a reason why you do that, because the scale was off on a couple of the things. So I had Andy. Andy is my friend that designs the listed stamps, and who also designs Scatter, 11, 20, 21, right? That's today. Okay, always test a stamp first. Always, always, always. So I had her go back and make some minor changes to some of the stamps. So, super excited. All right. So here we go. My date's going to go right down here. It's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. There we go. Oh yeah, it's totally crooked. That's all right, because I rocked it too much. But there we go, 11/20/21. All right, that list is pretty much done. I may come back and just do a little bit more right in there. It seems like it's kind of blank right there and maybe something right up there. You guys see what I mean? How that just seems really blank and that seems really blank. So let's see really quick. If we could find something that would go there. I don't think that's gonna be right. No, nope, totally wrong. Totally wrong. I think what we need is actually these stickers, the 6x12 stickers, have a little bit of a shiny coating, whereas the sticker book stickers, smaller scale. So sometimes smaller scale is what we need for our traveler's notebook, but these are also like matte. So these are on more of like matte paper. And I felt like I kind of needed the matte here, even though that one's shiny. So let's see what we might have that could just kind of go right in. Well, we need something right there and then something in here. So what if, I don't know, maybe this guy. This guy tucks in. Sure, why not? I know that that's already yellow. Our butterfly's yellow, so, well, you know I like yellow. Oh, but guess what? This little guy, sorry, Charlie. This one, right? This brings in a little bit more gold. It also brings in that, little bit of that orange from down there and the orange from here. So we just, with our orange, made a visual triangle. So we have the orange here, so we're going here, here, here. So there's kind of our visual triangle. Now, though, that guy's a little bit bigger, so this sticker needs to just pop in, I think, just a little bit lower, maybe. Yeah. All right, something here. Do we see that? See right there that it's just kind of a big, there's like this weird big hole right there, so we need something. All right. What do we want to go there? What? We could, oh, what about these guys? There we go, right? Okay, so we just, those little tiny berries, and they will tuck maybe under here. I don't want to, I like that pink there, but the pink may not work. No. Tuck a little bit more. All right, there we go. So we helped that space. Now I feel like this guy needs to, I swear, we could mess with things. Doesn't it seem like all day sometimes? What did you do today? Oh, I watched some lady like move the sticker around 80 times. That's what it feels like sometimes, doesn't it? There we go. It just needed to be adjusted a little bit. All right, done. Okay, oh, word strip. Yes, Jackie, word strip. Word strip could go, yeah, I don't know. Right there, it would feel like it was kind of floating. But then I also have that there. If it was a little bit more on here, it'd be okay, but I think we're good. I think we are good. All right, so now that was our second list. I'm very quickly going to put Fernwood away. But don't be sad, Fernwood is not going away forever. Ooh, look at all those word strips too. Yeah, it's enough, right? It's enough. It's okay if we have our creative rut. We can get out of it. Alrighty, all of it's going back in here. Yes, Fernwood is not going away. We will see Fernwood maybe even again next weekend, because next weekend I might next Saturday do About Last Month for November. Even though we just did it for October, it's either that or we'll be mid-December when we do About Last Month again, because I will not be here for the first weekend in December. But we'll for sure be here next weekend. That is like Small Business Saturday. Oh yes, we have to be together Small Business Saturday. Alrighty, so here we go. Here we go. Let's just, I'm gonna get all these put away in our little pouch, and then all this is just away for now. Then that makes my life a little bit easier. All right, next up, we have our third list. Yes, next weekend too, Karen. I know, right? Deborah, am I still going to do the Christmas Traveler's Notebook? Do you mean the bi-monthly one? That was November and December? I'm going to assume that's what you mean, so I'm going to answer that. And then if it's not what you meant, then let me know and I'll answer it differently. Yes, it's on Tuesday. Tuesday night this week, we are doing, for those of you that purchased the Holiday Traveler's Notebook Kit, that was for the months of November and December. We already did our November setup. We will do our December setup on Tuesday night. All day. Ooh, Karen. You know what? Maybe. Karen just asked, will it be an all-dayer for Small Business Saturday? You know what? Maybe. Maybe. I'll say maybe, possibly. I have lots of good things that will be hitting the website on Black Friday. All things, nothing that I have that's brand new will be on sale. So I don't want people to be, I feel very strongly about that because that's not right. That wouldn't be fair to you guys who paid full price for it. It's some stuff that you have not seen on my website before. So good things coming. If you're not on my email list, make sure you're on my email list because you'll hear all about it on, early Friday morning. All right, but we'll do something Saturday for sure. We may do a little bit longer. We'll have to see. So Paula and Deborah, you should have received an email from me about that with the link and the information for that class. If you didn't receive it, double check your spam or junk folder. I think I sent that on Tuesday of this week, maybe. And if you still can't find it, email me and I'll send you the link. All right, third list. Third list is, this list came from, I am in a private group with a bunch of people at scrapbook.com. And they, usually once a week, Laura posts a question, like a question of the day. And this one came up a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, ooh, this would be a really, really fun list to do. So I wrote it down in my workbook under the, keeps me organized, under the list ideas. And I actually did more from them, more ones that Laura had posted in the group. But this one was most useful things that you have memorized. That's kind of a fun one, isn't it? Totally different. What are the most useful things that you have memorized? So this will be a one-page list. This will be using Market Square. So let me pull out Market Square. Market Square washi just came in. It came in yesterday, so I just added it to the website. And because I haven't seen it yet, because it literally just came out of the box this morning, I am going to do something really quick that I always like to do. I've started doing this because it's very helpful to me, and I think it's helpful to you guys too. So there are all of the washies that are part of Market Square. Where is, the stamping book. So I started doing this with the last couple of collections. That's the washi from Peaceful Heart, and that was fun for me to see it all, because when you see it in the package, it's hard to tell. Paula, I will carry that workbook. It is in process, so it is coming. I'll have an option for you guys to get one. And then this was Bungalow Lane. And sometimes when you see it, like I said, you see it in the package, you see it online, you even see it on the roll if you buy it. You're like, oh yeah, but having it like out, we're swatching it. There we go, missed it again. I forgot that I did that again. If you missed the really quick peek at the stamps, you may have just seen it again. All right, so, and I do it in here because why not? So we're just gonna do this really quick. We're gonna swatch the washi. Some of you, I think Karen, didn't you do this, Karen? You did a traveler's notebook for this, right? Where you were swatching your washi and you did it in a traveler's notebook because then you can see what you have, right? Seeing what you have is the biggest battle. Because if you don't know what you have, if you have a bunch of washi, or this really goes with anything. If you have a bunch of washi, that's cute. It's gold foil with the white hearts. If you don't know what you have, then you're never gonna use it because you don't know what you have. So you could swatch your washi like this in a composition book, in a traveler's notebook, whatever. But that way you know you have it. You could also, when I showed you these before, this could also be another way to swatch your washi. on a playing card. So I do this and I wrap, there's probably 18 inches of each washi on here, so I have them to use when I travel, but you could just do one swatch and then those would be your little washi swatches. Okay. Oh, Celia, you should add pages to your workbook for us to do test pages too. I love it. That is a great idea. So I need to write that down. Let's see, where should I write that? I'll write it here for now. Add pages to workbook. Ah, you know what? For test pages, stamping, washi, etc. That's a great idea. Love it, love it, love it. Because the workbook does have, my workbook has list ideas. It has, you can do your sketches for your layout ideas, doubles, singles. It has ideas for bullets. It has title ideas, single page layout ideas, and then there's a whole section in the back for notes. So that could kind of be it too. So maybe that's there, but we may change that a bit. All right, we, meaning me. All right, so this one, that's really, oh, look at that. See, you totally lose that. You totally miss that. That pink, and then it's kind of as little, look at it when you see it there, it's like, meh. But when you see it there, the pink with the little blue berries and then the green leaves, that's really cute. And this coordinates too, I bet, with the blue on there. This is Market Square. And I need to see what I have in Market Square because I will be using some washi on this list. Oh yeah, that's just a nice, really subtle blue. Ooh, I bet this is cute. This is like a blue with the polka dot. Oh, with that pink polka dot. So it's kind of that pink. All right, and then this one. There's always, pretty much always in, this is kind of Maggie's signature, the big cabbage roses, but look at that washi. That is gorgeous. Now, maybe I'll use this one today and we'll show what to do when you have washi like that that's so wide and it's too wide for what you want to use it for because there's an easy solution to that. All right, so I can tell right off the bat, I know I want to use that one in this list. All right, so for this list, because I don't have the 6x8 pad yet, they have not arrived yet from China, from American Crafts. So I have pulled out some paper from Maggie's last collection, which is Garden Party. Pamela, the workbook. So I designed the workbook for me, and when I started using it, quite a few people on Saturdays were like, oh my gosh, I need one like that. So I've bought the puncher, the machine that punches this. I bought all the rings. I bought all the things I need. Now I just need to figure out exactly how I want to offer them. And then I will set Lily, my part-time employee, loose on making them. So stay tuned, but I will be offering them. That I kind of like. That might be a good background. Again, this is Garden Party. I'm using Garden Party paper because, ooh, I need to use one of those. I'm using Garden Party paper because Market Square paper pad is not in stock yet. But I think that is the one that I want to use. Yeah, because that'd be too much if I do that and then also use that cabbage rose. That's too much. So we're going to use the black. Alrighty, so this will be a background. So when I do the backgrounds, oh gosh, close that cupboard. When I do the backgrounds, I generally, well, I always use 6x8 pattern paper. I use paper from 6x8 pads because our inserts are called standard wide. They are 5 inches wide by 8.25 tall. So if I use a 6x8 paper, I am going to lose very little of the paper as opposed to using a 12x12. Now you could use a 12x12, that would be fine. So I usually go to 4 3/4. 4 3/4 gives me a nice background with a little bit of white all the way around. And this, it doesn't need to coordinate, but it's actually going to coordinate pretty well with that list on the opposite page. I'd say most of the time, I think I do 2-page lists. And I think that if it relates in any way at all to scrapbooking, and when I design scrapbook layout kits and classes, I know that if you're a scrapbooker, 99% of you like a 2-page spread as opposed to a single-page spread, just so that when your spreads or our lists are in your book, that they coordinate the left page and the right page. Now, I don't get too hung up on that, but since I know that's what most of you like, then that's usually where I land most of the time, is on a 2-pager. But here, 2 separate lists, right? 1 page, but they will coordinate a little bit. All right, so there's my background, and I know I want to use one of these little labels. I am going to use one of our List It stamps. So let's start there. One of our clipboard stamps. Let's see. Lynette, my washi swatching has taken 3 Traveler's Notebook inserts to do. I am right there with you. I think, Lynette, I'd have a whole room full of inserts if I did that. Hi, Katie. Welcome. Okay, so Pamela, I was reading Pamela's comments. So Pamela said, oh my gosh, Lael, and I know, OMG could mean 2 things, but we'll say gosh. Melissa, there is a 6x8 pad for Fernwood. Yes, it's just not out yet. It's caught up in the whole supply chain issues. So don't have it yet. So Pamela went to Pinner's conference in Salt Lake, and I know I wanted to go, but I was teaching last weekend. They were selling the green paper trimmer. Yes, my green paper trimmer that I use, the Caterpillar Pro, this one, love it. She said she bought one, and it turns out the lady that she bought it from was the creator's mom. So cool. That is awesome. Colleen, thank you for the reminder. Anyone that's here, if you would please give the video a thumbs up. We always get a few that like to give thumbs down. So we can drown them out by, let's use this one. We don't use that guy very often. We always can give them we can drown them out by the more thumbs up, then I don't notice the thumbs down so much. There's always a handful, and that's okay. But you know what? Just move on. If you don't like it, just move on. You don't need to tell someone, right? All right, so there we go. I'm going to use that stamp. This is from List It 2. That's from the List It 2 stamp set. And let's get out. Oh, where? Okay. My brain needs to do some thinking. Oh, I know where that stuff is. I cleaned out the suitcase though. Oh, it's in my big suitcase. Sorry, you guys, I had to. So remember when I said I don't know where my regular black ink is that I normally use? And then I'm like, all of a sudden, where are my stamping blocks? They are in, I've unpacked my small suitcase. I've halfway unpacked my big suitcase from last weekend. And don't judge, that's just what happens when you travel a lot. And so my stamping block, my nested stamping blocks that I normally use, and the ink that I like to normally use, both of those are in that suitcase. I'm glad I figured that out because that would have been bugging me. So, oh, and they were with me because I was test stamping my new stamps. All right, so we'll use the stamping block instead. That will go there. And sometimes when I make a list, I use a List It stamp, sometimes I just stamp that directly on white cardstock and then I would cut it out. Or sometimes I just stamp it directly on the page. Let's see if we can find one. Oh gosh, look at, I have not used look at that. I used those little guys there. But I haven't used, gosh, one of those List It stamps in a while. It doesn't matter. I was going to show you sometimes what I do, but that's okay. But what I want to do, instead of stamping on white cardstock, I want to stamp on pattern paper, and then I will cut it out. So, I gotta think what I want to stamp on. No, that pink won't work because it's too different from that. I'm just thinking in my head. Not that. That'll get too lost. All right. I know it sounds weird, but I'm going to use this one. I know it might seem weird, but this is what I'm going to use. But not if I want to use that yellow. Oh, decisions. All right. I need to stop for a second. I need to stop and pull out some other things that I need to figure out what else I'm going to use here. Because that's probably going to define the color. I know I'm going to use these stamps for my title. I won't use, and I can't use any more cabbage rose because that would be weird if I did that twice. I know what, okay, just figured it out. I'm going to use this camera stamp. This list is about memorizing things. So very loosely, that could be kind of like a photographic memory. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that camera stamp as I decorate. So if I use that camera stamp, then I'm okay using that. And then we'll pull in some more color. Don't worry. Yeah, we'll be good. All right. So now I need to get out my stamping book again. I don't know why I keep putting that away. I always do a test stamp first. Always. And we do a test. God, I'm getting smart now and not turning to that page on accident every time. Does it seem like I'm being coy? I'm not trying to be coy, I promise. I would just show you. But I got to keep something like, you guys got to have something to look forward to. All right, so always test stamp first. Number one, to make sure that it looks good. Number two, to make sure that, especially if you're using alpha stamps, that everything is spelled correctly and spaced correctly if you're using individual stamps. But the other reason is to make sure that you prime your stamp. Now, this one I don't need to prime because I've already used it. If you have a brand new stamp you've never used before, you always want to prime it first. There are a couple of different ways that you can do that. The way that I do it is just stamp with it first. So that's why I use this little book, and it's just kind of my testing and my priming and all of that. So it's good. All right, so now let us, and some of you that were at Crop and Create, I talked about that when I taught at that virtual event a couple of weekends ago, because we did some stamping in my class. There were some custom stamps for that the magazine did for that event for me that I said, this is what I wanted to say, and they said, okay, great, and they designed it, and then we were good. But we did talk about stamping and some of those things. All right, so now, where did my scissors go? I am going to fussy cut. So this is a way to give me just a little bit more color instead of having it be so stark. And the clip is going to actually clip my list onto the page. It's, well, not onto the page, but it'll kind of be like, almost be like that pattern paper that we added. It'll almost be like this is the clipboard, right? And then this would be the clip that would be clipping our list to the clipboard. If you are new, so I know we have some newbies. I don't know if you were just new to the Saturday sessions or if you're new to me as well. The listed stamps. I have 4 different listed stamps on my website, and they are different variations of different clips. They are probably my favorite. It's probably my go-to when I get in a creative rut when it comes to designing a list. This is probably my go-to, is to use the listed stamps. Just because, well, and that's why my friend Andy made them. Because I said, hello, I need clip stamp. And then she made the first set, and they were still super popular. And so she's done 3 other sets since then. But there we go. I don't even know where I was headed with that. All right, so now we need our list. Our list will be on white cardstock again. Actually, let me just look at something. Angel time. Oh, I missed it by a minute. Thanks, Colleen. I always know I can count on you for 2 things. Well, for 2 things, for sure. To tell me, remind me to plug in my phone, and then to tell me when it's angel time. So this could be interesting to do my list on. Let me just pull this out and think about for a second, how might this work? The colors are okay, right? They don't match, but they coordinate. Now that could be kind of fun. I don't think we've ever done that. Like left part of the paper on top, like that's part of the paper. I think that could be fun. Although, if we're going to put this at the bottom, that's probably too much. Yeah, no. All right. You know what? I'm not going to use this one this time. I like that up there. We've never done that. So I think we're going to keep, well, we've never done that with a listed stamp like this. So this is the paper I'm going to use. This is just the little top that's at the part of the pad. Excuse me, that's the part of the pad that is at the top where the hang hole is. So if you go into a store, that is hanging on a little peg. And normally, so those are perforated. Normally we just tear those off, but we're going to figure out how to use that this time. Well, we know how we're going to use it. So now if this is, let's see how wide we want this. I think we want this to be, but I'm going to have to do some math because it's going to have to be centered. So if we go like this, let's just do this. Let's cut to the right of this line and to the left of this line. And then we'll even have those kind of fun numbers there too. I just bought a new trimmer too. I know this is going to sound funny. I don't know what I did with it. I'm going to grab it. When I was teaching at the event last week in person, the 3 Craft Chicks Winter Wonderland retreat, there was someone there that was an attendee, and she had this little trimmer. And so I'm like, ooh, I think I could really use that. So I bought it for myself because look it. And normally I dislike this type of trimmer, but the size was just really good. So when we are working a lot with our 6x8 papers, this now comes in very handy because it is, I think, 9 inches. It's also a little bit less cumbersome, right? So if we are trimming, we want to trim, to the right of that line. There we go. And then we'll flip it around and trim to the white of, to the right of this line. About right there. All right. So there we go. This will be our list, and I'm not worried that these are divided out. I'm just going to write right across those. Now let's see how long we need it to be based on where our where this guy is going to go. I think it will go right there. Okay, so let's stop this guy right here. Yep, Dana, exactly. I like it like that, and we'll leave off the washi. I might do some other washi, we'll see, because, you know, a list for Lael without washi is like, doesn't happen very often. So we'll see. Trim that guy off right there. And I mean, I could even, like, look at, even these could be used for something, right? We could totally use those for something on another list if we wanted. Not on this list, but maybe on another list one day. All right, so this would go right about there. And I don't quite want to go down too far because that's clearly too far, right? Because if you think about a little clipboard, it usually is kind of, if this is my clipboard, then actually it needs to be a little bit more like, well, whatever. It doesn't matter what it looks like in real life. There we go. So I might totally change my mind on something now because that's my prerogative, right? That's what I can do. I might. Now that I have that strip there, well, let's see. Actually, we might be okay because this guy will probably go right about like that. I wanted to bring in, these are new. Aha, this is how I get my pink in. These little paper bows, new to my website, but part of Market Square. So I just added these the other day as well. And they're just these cute little paper bows. But I thought, oh yes, okay. And now I don't need to, I was going to say I should redo that and in pink, but now I don't need to because I'm going to put this cute little paper bow on. And this will go right there. Ah, so cute. All right, love it, love it, love it. Those are, so in the description of the video, I've linked to Market Square, and from there you'll find all the products. If you like Market Square and you're like, I needed that in my life, like me, because I always need Maggie Holmes in my life. All right, so there we go. So this is something I was thinking. Their packaging, and I was looking at this here, and then also, where else did I see that? Oh, the die cuts. So look at the bottom of the packaging. That's cute, right? And as I was looking at this, I'm like, you know what? That is, how wide is that? Like, could we make this work on a list? Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, serendipity. I clearly, because we're like, let's go to the right of the 2 and the right of the left of the 2, the right of the 4. This right here is the exact, like I kid you not, the exact width. The exact width. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to use the bottom of this packaging. You should always, always, always look at your packaging before you throw it away, because this is going to make the cutest little accent on the bottom of my list. Oh. Dee, but I am actually, uh-oh. Where'd that guy come from? Right there. I guess that's where it's going. So this I want to tuck right under here. Look at, is that cute? That is cute. I think I need to, though, now just do a little readjusting because it's a little bit close to the bottom because I wasn't planning on doing that. So if this comes up a little bit higher like that. All right, and then let's now get some adhesive on here. So another company that has good packaging to kind of play with is 49 and Market. It's been a while since I've used 49 and Market stuff in one of my lists, but last year we did a couple lists where we used the packaging, part of the packaging. We just cut up part of the packaging, and it was cute. Look at that. Okay, now we are getting close to ready to list, right? So what I thought I would do, there are these super cute enamel dots that are also part of Market Square. They also just came in. And I thought these could be cute to use on my list. Now, sometimes we talk about having to be careful on what we put into our inserts, just because if we are using things that are bumpy and we use them here, then when we continue to write on subsequent pages, then it's kind of bumpy for us. But look at, I need to do a little bit more writing here, but I'm pretty much okay. So these are the cute enamel dots that are part of, oh, I just had an idea. I gotta write something down for Andy to add to something. Okay, hang on. Let me do this over here. Okay, hold on. All right, got it. I had to make sure I didn't forget that. So these are fun. These, look at, there's even that cute little border at the bottom. Cute little enamel dots that are a little bit, they're not really transparent. I guess not really translucent, but I thought those might be fun on there as little bullets for my list as well. So let's do some outlining before we get too far in here. We'll outline the little list. We might also have to outline the clipboard. We'll see. And I just basically wrote right over that little pink line I was trying to preserve. Oh, well. Oh, 12:45. Oh, look it. We're doing pretty well. Some of you are like, oh my gosh, pretty well. This is 3 hours. Well, yeah, they usually end up being about an hour a list. So, and that's not how much time you have to take on your list, but that's just, I talk a lot, right? And we talk a little bit at the beginning. So generally, we're usually about 3 hours. And 3 hours is on the, sometimes on the shorter end, but we might just go a little over 3 today, just so we can get this one finished. We'll see. All right, there we go. I don't know. this might be a little bit too much with the other black and white that I already have. Yeah, that's too much. What I really need is, okay. Let me just pull something out. I have a thought. Oh, this is such a mess. I wish it was organized. Okay, what did I do with that? What did I do? Oh, there it is. Okay. See, I could use this again. I used it over here, but I could use it again over here. Even though they're two different lists, it would help it kind of pull it together. But if I did that, then I was going to use this, but I usually don't do two skinnies together. I usually feel like I need something a little bit more, but let's see. And actually this gold kind of ties in with the color of the stamp. So let's see. This would be above. So let's try this first. Maybe we'll be okay with just two skinnies. Two skinny minis. And if we did that, then maybe they'd go all the way to the end. I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm just talking to myself. All right. Yeah. Maggie Holmes product. It sure has a distinct look to it, doesn't it? And I sure love it. I use it lots. Oh, I'm having a hard time seeing that. Where that ends. All right, I cut it a little bit shy. So, I mean, I did that on purpose. I wanted to cut it shy. This guy needs just a little bit more tear in him. I just want the white to tear some, but not the black. Can I do it? Oh, man. Wow. All right, that does not want to cooperate, so I'm going to start over. It did not want to tear. I don't know why. Probably because I was just at the end and it didn't want to tear at the end. Oh, that was kind of weird. Okay, where are you? Where are you, end? Oh, there we go. All right, so let's tear that there. Much easier when you're tearing it away from something else. Okay, there we go. Oh yes, that, even though that's gold foil, you probably can't see it, kind of looks a lot like that one. Okay, now, before I start making my list, do you remember what our list topic is? Most useful things I've memorized. Have you guys told me what those are yet? Oh, I forgot I was going to use that camera. Have you guys told me what those are for you? What are the most useful things? Oh, that's the prize. Don't open that one, Lil. I could just be using someone's prize. Let's open this one. What is one of the most useful things that you have memorized? Oh, yeah, that's cute there. I like it. What's one of the most useful things you've memorized? We'll see if we have the same things. We'll also see if, we better do our title up here now. Memorized. Oh, so guess what? I can already tell memorized is not going to fit using all these letter stickers. I will not be able to fit them. So we need something different. Let's go to our little stickers here. Your husband's phone number. Tracy. Multiplication tables. That's one of the ones on my list. So actually, I think this could work. I got to get these all back in their color. Look at that Band-Aid. That Band-Aid's there every time. Isn't that funny? I'm not sure why the Band-Aid's there. I am going to use this. Those. And I better pull up 2 sheets in case I need more letters. Those are Teensy Type. Those are also on my website. But Teensy Type, these are great because, look it, we've done a list with those little guys using the numbers on our list. We have those. Those are kind of like the alpha letters that we use, like right there. And then you have this cute. But the nice thing is the size, the scale. So I should be able to fit memorized here. No problem. So let's find our, oh, you know what? Okay. One of the things I'm going to do next weekend, I am going to fix this. And a couple of you have either reached out or posted in the Facebook group and said, what happens when this happens? How do you fix it? This came out. And that's normal because your staples can only stretch so far. So I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix this next weekend on our Super Saturday, whatever that means, right? Music for concerts back when I played violin. There you go. If you are a musician, piano, violin, clarinet, I don't know, any kind of musician, guitar, you have to memorize music, right? I was never one. I took piano lessons when I was a kid, but never did anything with it. So I don't have that on my list, but that's absolutely a good one. Multiplication tables. Yes, yes, yes. It's probably one of the only things in math that I use every day, right? You definitely don't use the sine or the cosine, the inverse diameter circumference of the square root of pi. We don't use any of that. I don't. A lot of us don't use any of that, but multiplication tables, absolutely. So that one is on my list. Phone numbers. It's interesting when we talk about phone numbers. Oh, I know what's going to happen here. I'm not going to, well, I need to. It's just that these are going to have a hard time coming off again because they're cardstock. Don't mind me. I'm just talking to myself. Oh, phone numbers. You know what? We used to memorize lots of phone numbers, didn't we? We always used to memorize phone numbers. I don't anymore. I mean, I know my husband's phone number. I remember tons of phone numbers from when I was a kid because you had to memorize those. Wait. Most useful thing, memorized. Okay, memorized. But phone numbers anymore in your phone, right? So I don't memorize any phone numbers. I know our sons, Jack and Sam, I know their phone numbers, but I always get the two of theirs mixed up. So yeah, not so much anymore, at least for me. So this is interesting. This would be one of those lists that if we did this list 20 or 30 years ago, it'd probably be really different, right? Metric conversions for Tracy, okay? Interesting, right? Metric conversions. Nope. I only know that there's 2.2 kilograms. No, 2.2 pounds for every kilogram. I know that one. I don't know the whole conversion for the birthdays. Joanne, that's a good one. Birthdays, yes. Pi. Oh, Karen. I would expect nothing less of you. Karen Haynes. We know she does something with numbers. Pi is just the circumference of a 1-inch circle and never repeats as there is infinity sizes the circle can shrink or grow. Yes. 3.141, and it goes on forever. That's all I know. 100 grams is about 3.5 ounces. I think that 3.5 liters is about a gallon. Karen uses metric every day. Yes. So those of you that are in other places besides the U.S., we are still very stubborn and use our own system of measurements, right? We don't use the imperial, right? Imperial isn't imperial like liters and, right? Right? I don't know. Sometimes I get into trouble because I don't really know what I'm talking about. Memories. All right, let's go. Oh, no. Memorization. No, memorize. What the heck am I saying? Memorize. Most useful things I've memorized. I was going to write memories. Yikes. That's when I get too ahead of myself. Metric. All right, what else, you guys? Think about it. What else have you memorized? I have a list of things that I have memorized. And I think I'll use numbers too. And then we'll just number our list. We don't number lists very often. Imperial is pounds. Oh, okay, there we go. Imperial is pounds, and that's what we do. So what is the other one called? Metric? But isn't that called something else? I don't know. Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, don't have any kids listen to me because I don't know. Passwords. Oh, I don't memorize passwords. My phone does. My computer does. Wendy, Bible verses. So I don't, but when I was Googling, because I was Googling this morning, there was one more thing I added to my list after I had my list done. One more thing that I added. Oh, darn it. Look what I did. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. I should have been doing this all over here on this side of the ruler. That's okay. So, memorized. Golly, Lil. I need some food and some water. Clearly my brain has stopped functioning. I don't even know what I was saying now. Yeah, don't even remember. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, Bible verses. So I put my list together this morning in my workbook. And then I'm like, okay, what are other people going to say? Like, what are other things that people memorize? And the multiplication thing was on that when I Googled, and I didn't have that on my list. And I'm like, oh, I need to add that. And so I added that. But Bible verses, that was something that I saw. And I'm like, oh, yes, scriptures, Bible verses. I think a lot of people memorize those, right? Okay, somebody said, cranial nerves. Yes. Only certain people memorize cranial nerves, right? If you are in the medical field, oh, goodness, this is not, it's because I have this going on over here. All right, we know we're kind of there. I did not do that well at all, friends. So we'll just piece it back together, but now I know it's centered. Memorized. The I is still there. Again, little skinny letters. And the fact that all that's going on over there. Spelling words. Oh, yeah. Memorized. I'm spelling backwards now. Oopsie. Right, because if kids in high school or elementary school were doing this, they would have different things on their list, wouldn't they, than we do, probably, right? Although there's one thing on my list that I learned in elementary school that I was so glad I learned. No, I just totally mucked that up. I said the M, mucked. I mucked that up because see how it's not, okay, I'm going to fix it. I'm not going to start over. I'm not going to replace all those. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a colon. If I can get those little guys off. I'm going to make a colon. There. Now it will look like it was even. Now it will look like I planned it that way, right? Right. And this is like useful things I've memorized, really. It's not like, I should call it that, useful things I've memorized. Useful things I've memorized. All right, useful things I've memorized. Now, on my list, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 things. So I'm going to pull out my little number stickers here, and I will number. So I will start with 1, and then I will go to 7, and then I will split the difference in between. Hopefully they'll all fit. 1, or I may have only memorized 6 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4's in the middle. That's the trick, right? This is the trick. So do the first one, the last one, do the middle one, and then your others will hopefully fit. Oh, look it, we are totally going to fit. It's like a miracle. It's like it was meant to be. Often used recipes. Oh my goodness. Carol, that is brilliant. The keyboard for typing. Yes, right? Totally. I'm going to have to replace one of the things on my list with that one because I am a fast typer. But that's a total memorization thing, right? I love that one. All right, which one is going to go? I'll tell you which one's going to go. I've memorized my driver's license number. I don't know why. I just have always known that, but that's no fun. So we're going to take that off and we're going to replace it with Carol's brilliant idea of the keyboard. Okay, there we go. There's our 7. And now the very first thing. This is the song I learned in 3rd grade called 50 Nifty United States. And that one, PK, okay, I just have to see this. PK said, not on topic. I just ordered a lot of the new stuff from Pretty Little Studio on Lael's website. Cute. Yeah, there's some really cute stuff. Okay, so, all right, who said that? Someone said, stagger the numbers. Oh, Karen, maybe. I might stagger them. We'll see. The first thing is 50 Nifty United States. The song 50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. It is the states in alphabetical order. I use that all of the time. 50 nifty United States, all the time. In fourth grade, we moved in fourth grade to Utah, to Park City. And in fourth grade was when you learned the President's song chronologically. And I never learned that. And I always wished I learned that. Actually, I could solve that. I could just learn it, but I don't know it. Yes, 50 nifty United States. The next one is the Greek alphabet. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta. The Greek alphabet. That one I learned as an Alpha Chi. So I was in the sorority Alpha Chi Omega in college. And so, Christina, there is not, Puerto Rico is a territory. So Puerto Rico is not a state. And then if Washington, D.C. ever annexes and becomes its own state, then it could be a state. But right now there's just a 50. Yes, Greek alphabet. So I learned that in the sorority. That's one of the things you had to learn. So, and I also use that every so often. The next one, we talk about this one all the time. Roy G. Biv. The colors in the, oh, clearly I'm not staggering. Rainbow spectrum, I forgot. We talk about that one a lot. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. That one is visually pleasing if you put your colors in that order. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And that's not an acronym, is it? That's an acronym. Okay, next up. Nick corrected me on this, so this is what happens, like with the 50 Nifty United States song, eventually if there's another state. This one is called My Very Educated Mother Just Showed Us 9 planets. You know what that is? That is the 9 planets in order closest to the sun. So Mars, Venus, Earth, Mercury. Did I just switch those up? I think. Mars, Venus, Earth, Mercury. No. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. I don't know. I don't remember which one that is. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Now, Nick said, well, Pluto's not a planet anymore. So, right, but that's how I learned it. That's how I learned in probably grade school how to remember the planets in their order. Bank checking account number, yes. For Social Security number card. Social Security number, yes. Library card, I don't know that. Okay. Great for crossword puzzles. Yes, some of the things that we were talking about, great for crossword puzzles. The next one. This is one, Nick thought of this one. No, I thought of this one, but I said, Nick, what is, I don't even know what this is called. And then he Googled it, and this is what it's called. It is called 30 Days Half September. That is what it's called. Then April, June, and November. So then you know which days, which months have 30 days, right? So that's an easy one. 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. Then you know which months have 30, and then February is on its own, and then the rest have 28. All right. Oh, this is bugging me because it's all just mixed up together. I'm going to have to figure out something for that. Multiplication tables. Multiplication tables. I use them every day, right? I think that was a 3rd grade thing, if I remember. Hi, oh, golly, hun. Dashira. I think. Dashira. I always recognize your little picture. Last one is the one that, was it Colleen that said that? I'm scrolling up to see the keyboard. Oh, Carol. Nope, Carol. I knew it started with a C. Keyboard. Keyboard for typing. Learned in high school. All right. Ooh, there's a lot going on in that list. There is a lot. This guy needs to move down. We're going to move him just a little bit over because he's kind of squishing all that stuff. All right. So my only problem now is because it's all mashed together, and then there's this weird little space right there that really didn't intend to be. It's hard to see. It's hard to see the things on my list because I also did a little bit of wording after it. So I'm going to look at one thing. I might bring in a colored pencil just to outline. And no, I have not swatched my colored pencils yet. That's like a rainy day activity. Unless someone wants to come to my house and swatch for me. Oh, duh. I don't even know what I was looking for. I totally just, I don't know where I went for a second, but I was not here. My mind just went, whoop, completely gone. The banker 10 key, right? Yes. Hi, Cynthia from Australia, first joining. Nice to have you here. What is it? Let's see. 7. Let's say, is it 7 in the morning where you are now? Okay, I'm not going to turn to the page again that I keep turning to. Yikes. All right, so this is my thought. My thought is if I have here 50 nifty United States. So it's kind of like that. And then what I was thinking is, would it work if, oh golly, not with that one, no. Yikers. That is clearly not the color that I want. No. It's kind of close though, but it's not right. So I have lots of pinks, but this is where I am over here. I have lots of pinks, but what do you suppose the chances are? Is that better? That's actually pretty close. We're going to do it. I may not love it, but we're going to do it. And then we will be done. So let's see. Oh, careful. Oh, now this is a problem because United States is over here. Well, that's going to turn out differently than I thought now. Greek alphabet. Because this is what I wanted to do. We're just going to do this one this way. It might look weird, but it's going to be that way. And we'll just color it in a little bit. So it's a little bit closer to that color. Then it makes these things stand out a little bit. Roigi Bib goes right here. Okay, I know what I'm going to do to fix this because this blank space right there is bugging me. So I learned as an Alpha Chi in the sorority in college. There we go. Then that just solved the problem. That was really bugging me that there was kind of that empty line in there. Oh, how am I going to do that one? My very educated mother just showed us 9 planets. Well, we'll just do this, 9 planets. Because I can't outline that whole thing. That would kind of be weird. So we'll just do that. Then it doesn't all blend in so much. 30 days, half September. Well, that one will just outline the whole thing. And it's going to kind of bleed into the one above it, but that's all right. And really lightly color that in. Multiplication tables, okay. And then the keyboard. All right. All right, well, that's all right. They're really like jammed together, but it's okay. It is okay. Oh, yes. There you go. First thing kids learn, the alphabet song. All right, guys. Headed to get ready for class. Okay, Marie, I will see you. I'll see you later. Well, I'll see you, but I mean, I'll see you at the virtual thing. I think 5 o'clock I'm up again. All right, you guys. Cindy, my colored pencil case. Yes, that's an Amazon find. I think it's linked in the description of the video. Because when I pull it out, then people are like, oh, where did you find that? Okay, this guy needs to, let me just glue him because he keeps popping off. It's because he's trying to also stick on another sticker that's like that. I don't know where that was. Well, it's going to go right there because I don't think that's where it was, but I know that wasn't where it was. I'd have to go back and look at the video from the last couple of weeks to figure out where that went. I don't know where it went. Oh, well, it's just going to go there for now. All right, friends. You love it. Karen loves it. That's okay. Totally different, right? And that's what's so fun when we do our lists. Let me turn off the lights. Oh, my mouth is dry. That is so fun when we do our lists. We always end up with lists that look so different. At least I do, right? They always look different, and that's always good. I had to put some lip stuff on because... super dry. All right. Actually, hang on. Let me look at something here. Oh my gosh, and guess what I didn't use? All right, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We are not done because I need to do something else. Try to see if maybe I want this guy off to the side like that. I think I like it better off to the side. I don't know. We'll see. But I didn't use these. So let's see. Do I have a place where I can come in? Darn it. Remember, I was so excited about these. That can go there. That's a cute little heart. That can go there. But I wanted to use these little guys, like these little star things. No, I don't think so. I think we'll just leave that little star there and let me try to pull that off without ruining it. Ruining the page. It looks so, yeah, I don't know. Probably the lights because it's a little bit later in the day. So there's more light based on where our house is situated and based on where my craft room is in relation to the sun and the windows and all that. So it's not too bad. All right, so let me flip the camera though. Let me flip the camera because we're kind of done. Oh, that would be cute. Someone said, use the star on the camera. This little guy, this one. Yeah, I don't know. That could go there. So it can kind of go up to the side. And then I feel like we need something over here. Kind of for a little visual triangle. So let's see if we can find something that can kind of go right in there. Maybe a pink one. Oh my gosh, some of these are so cute. They're just so teeny tiny. Oh, maybe we need to do 2 of those right there. Then it's kind of like the little flash, right? It's kind of like ching, little flash. All right, we're gonna move this now because I don't like both of those there. We're gonna move one over here and then we'll be good. We'll move, can I get that under there? Yep. We'll move one over here and call it good. And now we'll just put that right there. There we go. Okay. All right, let's flip the camera. Let's flip the camera. Yes, it looks just like a flash. I love that. Okay, great suggestion. I am unplugging. Oh yeah, the light's not bad at all. Gosh, I could have just not been dying the whole time. Okay, here we go. We're flipping. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So let's see. Melissa said, do mild liner smear on this kind of Sharpie? Mess. I don't know. I would have to try it. So, let me see. I could try it really quick because I have them. Ta-da! Oh, ta-da! Forgot that it was not, I forgot that it, oh my gosh. I forgot we had already turned the camera. So, Not sure. I will try it. Well, here, I'll just try it. I'll try it really quick, and you guys can just hang tight. Hang tight for a minute while I try it. So the question was, if I use a Sharpie and the mild liners. Mild liners are a highlighter. Well, a highlighter, let me show you. They have two ends. One end, that's why I say highlighter, because it kind of looks like a highlighter. Other end. All right, so the question was, do they smear with a Sharpie? So let's try it. I'll show you. Do mild liners smear? Guys, look at the top of my head that way. Ding, ding, ding. They do not. Okay, they didn't. So I just wrote that, did mild liner smear, and then I used that marker right on top of it, and it did not smear at all. So now we know. That could be fun, right? Because if you have mild liners, and I don't know if that works with any marker, obviously, right? But we know that the mild liners do not smear. So that's kind of fun. Okay, because I could use those kind of for my highlighting, outlining. That's also, oh my gosh. Hang on. I'm trying to save something. Hold on. Guys, remember a few weeks ago when all of those spilled? Well, I just about lost them all again, but I was able to save all but 4. So we're good. Oh, goodness. All right, let me put those back. Clearly, there's way too many things in that cupboard because those are all want to fall out. All right, friends, there we go. So there's our listing for today. I hope you guys had fun. I sure did. I missed you guys. That was a couple weeks away. So had fun with our list today. Had fun talking about all different kinds of things and swirling like usual. So of course, Scatter's taking a nap now. He must be tired because he was laying down. Nick, so Sharpie highlighter. So Pam said Sharpie highlighter smear. If I use this Sharpie pen, and those are the ones I always use, and those are the ones I have on my website, and you use the mild liner, specifically that was what we tested, the mild liner marker with that Sharpie. All right. I'm going to bump my head. Oh, Karen, I did that. I remember I was teaching a Traveler's Notebook class. I remember exactly which one it was. It was the Maggie Holmes. It was one of the, it was the garden one. And I bent down and one of these was open and I came up and I hit my head on that corner so hard. It was like, it knocked me silly. It was not good. And then we were done about 10 minutes after that. Hi, dear.
No, she's here.
Oh, good. Thank you. Order from a distributor is here that we've been waiting for. So Nick just said it's here. Anyhow, friends. Okay. So we are on for next Saturday. So next Saturday would be the 27th. Next Saturday is kind of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Next Saturday is Small Business Saturday, which I'm a small business. So Karen suggested maybe we do an all-dayer. We've done a couple of all-dayers before. We will do something next Saturday. We'll do something beyond what we normally do. So just stay tuned for that. If you can come, great. Just pop in and out, whatever you need to do, because I know that's a big weekend for some people, especially if you're traveling in the U.S., because that's Thanksgiving weekend. A lot of family things may be going on, but I'll be here. So would love to have you join us, and we'll do some fun giveaways and prizes that more than we normally do. So we'll do some prizes live as opposed to leaving comments, but we'll also do some in the comments for those that can't be here live. We'll have 3 new list topics next week. Next week we'll probably do about last month for November, just because we won't be together the first weekend in December because I will not be here. What else? Oh, the giveaway this week. So the giveaway was an assortment, oh yes, of the new, if you missed it at the beginning, some of the assortment of some of the fun products, holiday products that I brought in from Pretty Little Studio. And these I'm so excited about because these are 8 inches tall and these will be so fun in our traveler's notebooks. All right, so participate in that giveaway. Leave a comment on the video when we're done, not in the chat. Leave a comment on the video when we're done telling me, one of the things you do to get out of a creative rut. And if you're like, well, I'm never in a creative rut, then either say I don't ever get in a creative rut or just another list. Tell me one of the things that you've memorized. I just want to hear from you guys in the comments. That way I know that you were there and you saw us. So that is all for today. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys next Saturday. Quick reminder, if you purchased the Holiday Traveler's Notebook Kit, which is November and December, the December setup is this Tuesday. So that would be Tuesday the 23rd, right? 23rd? Tuesday the 23rd. And if you didn't get that in an email from me, then reach out, shoot me an email, and I will make sure that you get that link. Let me look at chat really quick. 4-day weekend for Thanksgiving for many here in the U.S. Yes, it is. So some of you Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which, yes, so exciting. Pam said maybe I should use the mild liner. So search for mild liner. Mild liner. One word, mild liner. Like mild hot sauce, mild salsa. Colleen, thanks for another great Saturday. You are welcome. Yes, glad to be back. I missed you guys. I so much enjoy what we do here on Saturdays. It's just a really fun, creative time for me, and I love chit-chatting with you guys, and I hope it's a fun, creative time for you too. The Black Friday date. Oh, thank you, Igioma. So that is, Black Friday is something that's very specific to the U.S. Some other countries may do it. Canada kind of, but not really, but a little bit. Black Friday is always after the Friday after Thanksgiving, so the day after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving this year is this coming Thursday, so that would be the, oh, that calendar doesn't have it. Will someone tell me what date Black Friday is? Oh, 26th, because the 27th is next Saturday. So November 26th. This November 26th, so this coming Friday, there will be a very fun Black Friday sale on my website. Not current stuff, not new stuff, no kits or anything like that. So don't be afraid if you've already bought something that you got scooped, because you didn't. It's just some things that aren't on my website yet. So it'll be fun. All right, guys. Canada fakes it. Canada drives over to the border to the US and shops Black Friday, right? Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Don't overstuff yourself. Wear your stretchy pants just in case. Your stretchy pants so you can kind of expand if you need to. All right, friends. Some Canadian stores have been running Black Friday sales since, oh yes, and some stores, even online, it seems like they've been doing Black Friday, I don't know, for the last 2 weeks, right? Anyhow, I will see you guys next Saturday, and everybody stay safe. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next Saturday. Okay, bye-bye.